Real American Freestyle has made its way to the Lone Star State. It's another can't-miss card, highlighted by the RAF debut of Olympic champion Gable Steveson and 2 RAF title showdowns. We're inside the College Park Center on the campus of UT Arlington. Tonight, here in the American Dream City, it is freestyle wrestling that takes center stage. It is time for Real American Freestyle. This is RAF 9. To kick things off, public address announcer Mackenzie Mitchell.
Welcome to Arlington, Texas for Real American Freestyle 9. Please stand and remove your caps for the singing of our national anthem by Alexis Wilkins. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. God bless y'all. God bless America.
It was a vision that began at RAF 1 last August. Tonight, to close May, it is RAF 9. It's time for Real American Freestyle.
Welcome to the land of the free, in the home of the brave. We do it freestyle, you and me style, like they did in the good old days. Everything's made in the USA. Hand on your heart when the song gets played. When the gloves come on, you'll find out where you stand. That's real American. That's real American. Real American.
Ladies and gentlemen, our first match is in the Real American Freestyle Middleweight Division. Introducing first from Kansas City, Missouri, wrestling out of United Wrestling Club.
Who is it?
Mugzy.
You're damn right. I'm part of it.
And there you see Mugzy Jail. Plenty of swagger as he makes his way down the aisle on that red carpet on the center mat.
And his opponent, fighting out of Dallas, Texas, the current #2 UFC lightweight contender, Armand Batman Tsarukyan.
He's used to wrestling Julian at the end of cards. He's kicking things off here in Arlington.
You are looking at the face of Real American Freestyle, Armin Tsarukyan.
Quite possibly. That's interesting you say that. He quite possibly might be the face of this organization.
He is already 4-0 at Real American Freestyle, coming off a 13-1 win in Philadelphia at RAF 8 over Uriah Faber. Had a couple of really good battles with Joriopoulos. Juliana, what are you most looking forward to? What are you watching when Arman is on the mat?
I just want to see him be able to get this done, but I know that Mugzy's been talking mad smack. He said, I saw that your training partner, Kamza, who we might see later, lost his match against Strickland. I think that he says, if I see your partner lose, you can lose too.
Now, I do not declare Mugzy a one-trick pony, but many would say that he's got an ankle pick in front of everything else. Keep your eye on that, Sparks.
This matchup is brought to you by Brio, the official water partner of RAF. Brio Water makes dispensers and filters that deliver clean, refreshing water and ice on tap every day. Use code RAF20 for 20% off at BrioWater.com. And I got to tell you, Arman Tsarukyan putting it on Mugzy.
2 for the go behind, 2 for the gut wrench, and another 2 for, oh, they only gave him 1 for that other gut wrench?
It is possible that at 1 point.
So he got 2 for the go behind,
yes,
2 for the gut wrench, and then he gut wrenched him again. I feel like it should be 6-0.
The first point was a step out.
First one was a step
okay.
out. That's right. We got the math right. We got a step out, a takedown, and a turn. And Jules, just to clear that up, there is no one-point turns anymore. There was in the 90s, but that's gone.
No, I just think that he didn't get to complete that second one.
No. Let's send it to Ben Askren.
Yeah, I think the referees ruled that he was not back to a defensible position, so Arman did not get any credit for that second turn. He got the first gut wrench, and the defensible position is not established, therefore no points for the second turn.
So Arman leading at 5-0, 45 to go in this first period.
Mugzy needs to turn. He's close to that edge again.
Oh, that is for Mugzy. How are they going to call it?
Wizard chuck.
It for Mugzy. They got it right.
It's confirmed, and just like that, Mugzy back into this match. And that gets this crowd into it. You see the smile from Mugzy as he makes his way back center of the mat, 5-4. A lot of great action here in this opening frame.
And that's where you're going to run into your problems with Mugzy. When you make something about athleticism, that's where Mugzy can come out and surprise you.
He's been training hard, too. Oh, step out. Look, he's pushing him. He better...
Arman's done a really good job there.
Yeah, he's pushing the wrong guy.
Controlling ties and able to take territory on the mat.
You better make sure he clears that up with Armin, or else he'll be flying off the stage before the match is over.
It's a thing, man. There's some guys you play with, and there's some guys you don't. Put Tsarukyan in the don't bucket.
Right. What do they say? Blood timeout? What's going on here? Oh, they're saying he's greased? They're wiping him off? What's happening?
Armin just threw a headbutt. Are we pretending that didn't happen, guys? Is that because by Armin's standard, like that wasn't very... He just headbutted him right in the face. All right.
Nice double for Armin.
That was right off the whistle. Now he's got a leg lace. He's got this tight, guys. This is all kinds of trouble for Mugzy.
That's a tech. It's over.
Unbelievable. That is freestyle wrestling. That's not MMA wrestling. This is freestyle wrestling Tsarukyan's doing. He's done.
He's going to get the fall. Believe officially he got the fall. Arman Tsarukyan now 5-0 in Real American Freestyle. The UFC superstar. The Georgian, 29 years old. He'll be 30 in October. Back to Mackenzie Mitchell.
The match is over with a final score of 16-5. Your winner by technical fall, Arman Tsarukyan.
Well, Armin, some guys know how to kick off a show. How you feeling, champ?
Feel great, feel great. I feel like I'm a cowboy.
Now, they gave me one of these, too. What do we got here? I didn't want to put mine on, but if you're going to wear yours, let's give it a shot. Do I look silly? Because you look pretty cool.
You look like better than me.
right, I'll take that. Hey, by the way, he surprised you on the edge. Came up with 4 points. Did that upset you?
No, I knew I'm gonna win. Just, you know, I gotta give a little bit to these guys, you know. But shout out to Mugzy. Thank you for coming and share with me Octagon. Thank you, brother.
Armin, many believe, many in the back, many fellow competitors believe you are the biggest star on the stage tonight, and for that reason, they challenge you. Do you have anybody you're keeping your eye on tonight?
Yeah, we got tonight Colby Covington. I hope he's gonna win and I'm gonna whoop his ass. Because #1 MMA wrestler is me. And I'm gonna show everybody who's the best MMA wrestler on this match.
Biggest star in the building, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for our man, Batman, Arman Tsarukyan.
Arman Tsarukyan now 5-0 in Real American Freestyle to kick things off here in Arlington, the first of 11 matchups on the card. Are you new to wrestling? Scan the QR code for a quick RAF Rules 101 breakdown with Olympic wrestler Ben Askren and learn how scoring works before the action starts. Real American Beer, RAB Zero. RAF fans, Real American Beer just launched RAB Zero. Same bold Real American flavor, just without the alcohol. You can buy online today. Scan the QR code on your screen or head to therealamerican.com and use code 020, ZER020 for 20% off. It is so great to be here. It is electric here in Arlington. RAF 9, Shane Sparks, alongside Juliana Payne and Chael Sonnen. We'll hear from them in a second. But as I mentioned, 11 matches, 1 is done, 10 to go. And we have 2 championship fights here tonight. The featherweight championship currently is vacant. Real Woods against Ibrahim Ilyasov, that's a title match, and Kyle Snyder, Captain America, putting his light heavyweight championship on the line once again. Glad to have you here at Matt's side. That is a great hat, Juliana. You look fantastic. It's an exciting card, 2 main events. The one of them, we got a couple of former UFC greats, a pair of Division I All-Americans, Colby Covington and Chris Weidman. Make no mistake about it, bad guy. These two can wrestle.
I'll tell you what, I had breakfast with Colby this morning. Surprisingly, he said for his motivation, it's not just about outscoring Chris Weidman. He said he wants to get the organization's attention. He wants to welcome Khamzat Chimaev, and he wants to show everybody he can deal with this weight class.
But he is up against Chris Weidman, the former UFC middleweight champion, who brings years of elite wrestling and championship experience. He is looking forward to getting it done tonight, making his RAF debut against the younger and hungrier Colby Chaos Covington.
And how about this? What a way to end it, our second main event. He's one of the greatest American heavyweights of all time already. He is back. Gable Steveson, Chael.
This is the most star-studded athletic event I have ever been part of, and this is your main event. Not only is he headlining, guys, everybody else on the card stood back, said, Gable, come on through. You're the marquee guy. It's the return of the youngest Olympic champion ever. I could not be more excited to see how this goes.
It is going to be a tough, tall task ahead of him against Alexandr King Kong Romanov, who is looking to put Moldova on the map. He brings heavyweight power and pressure, but he faces an enormous challenge against gold medalist Gable Steveson. I know he's looking forward to getting it done.
Arman Tsarukyan kicking things off. Our next match, it is a catchweight in women's freestyle with Cameron Guerin and Lucia Yepez. Once again, it's a McKenzie.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next matchup is in the Real American Freestyle Catchweight Division. Introducing first, from Yakima, Washington, she's a 5-time collegiate national champion, Cameron Guerin. silver medalist, Lucia La Tigre Yepez.
Feeling confident, but I must tell you, you should never overlook Guerin. I don't care if it's an Olympian versus a non-Olympian. Guerin came here to get down.
This match is brought to you by Spartans.com, the official online gaming partner of Real American Freestyle. Scan now or go to Spartans.com to play. Cameron Guerin, fresh off her 5th NCAA championship.
I asked them, why 5? Don't you go to college for 4 years? They said it was COVID. It was COVID.
Yeah, she got that extra year.
I was trying to do the math on that as well. All right, COVID is still, we're still seeing repercussions. Come on.
And technically, she's a 5-time women's champion. She's a 1-time NCAA champion. We had just our first tournament earlier this year in Colville. Now a slick defense to keep it a 0-0 match, 30 seconds in.
That was fantastic the way Guerin kept arm. All right, she's right back in on it. Transitions to 2. Guerin's hanging onto this ankle. This is the battle for that shoe right now. If Guerin can keep a hold of that foot, she can stalemate this position. She did it, no points.
Lucia Yepez, 2-time Olympian, repping Ecuador, 2024 Olympic silver medalist in Paris, 2-time world medalist, 2025 silver. Ooh. She is so slick. What stands out early to you, Juliana?
La Tigra, she is explosive and she has superior speed. She is needing to do exactly what she's doing right now to Cameron, but I am still hopeful and cheering for Cameron. We are both from Washington. I've known her since she was about 8 years old, you guys. I know that she has been working so hard, and I am so proud of her to see another Washington native be able to put her name on the map here at the RAF stage.
She's fortunate to keep it at 6-0 as Yepez had that trap arm gut chill. Oftentimes when that's a trap arm, it is over.
And notice these constant attacks by Yepez. This is how an Olympic medalist should wrestle. So many times they will get to this stage at RAF and they'll almost enjoy the lights so much they forget, I gotta go get points. Yepez is doing what she's supposed to do.
And we saw Yepez at RAF 6 back in February, a 10-3 win over Everest Ledecker. She looks fantastic on the attack, not much of a setup, straight on shot, now underneath the chest of Guerin.
In that front headlock position, looking for the go behind. Dogfight position for both ladies. She gets it, that's 2.
Limp arm out there for Yepez, 2 more for the Olympic silver medalist, the 2-time U23 championship final who captured gold in 2021. Impressive 10-0 technical superiority.
Dang it.
It can happen just like that.
She's too quick, she's too explosive. And I know she's so excited. She's got such a great attitude, Lucia La Tigra.
And now 2-0 in Real American Freestyle. Back to Mackenzie Mitchell.
The match is over with 12 seconds remaining in round number 1. Your winner by technical fall, Lucia La Tigre Yepez.
Wow, that's Izzy's girl too. She's got that.
Chael, she got to her offense in a hurry.
It was outstanding, though. You go to one leg. Once you get one, you transfer to the other, right? This thing doesn't have to be complicated. That's what I love to see with somebody of this caliber. That she reminds us it's the basics that win matches. Look at this. Head to the outside double. Guerin kind of went for a little bit of a tilt there, but Yepez knew where she was, stopped her, came out with the points on her own, and ultimately this was the story of the match.
Congratulations to Lucia. I know that she wants that belt. She's calling for it, and she deserves it. Looking forward to see Cameron getting back out there. You know, sometimes these lights can get you nervous and you don't perform to your best of your capabilities, and I'm looking forward to seeing Cameron again. But Lucia, congratulations, awesome win, very quick finish in the first round.
You said it, Juliana, the speed. She was lightning quick. Speed never slumps, and she brought that speed from Ecuador to Arlington. Ridge Lovett has been virtually his entire life on a wrestling mat. A record of 170-0 in high school with 4 Idaho State championships. He was a 3-time All-American for the Big Red in Nebraska and 2025 NCAA individual champion. Lovett tonight takes his next step.
We got lots of brands that want to work with you.
Like who?
Beef Bus, protein fueled by beef.
No.
Meathead Burger, 2-pound patty, Well, it's horse meat.
Ew.
Python Storm. This is toxic energy. Fine. What do you want to do?
Water.
Water. What do you mean water?
Brio, bro.
Brio, bro.
Our coach is Jason Nolf, so we're just gonna see him wrestle in person.
Yep, this is awesome. We're here to support Coach and all the other awesome wrestlers, so pumped, stoked about it. I can give you an autograph. What's up, Jada? Are you guys ready for the walkout tonight? Let's go.
It's exciting. I get to see the wrestlers that I've been dying to see.
Doing it here, be able to do it here and meet your idols is insane, man. It's a great experience.
RAF Fan Fest earlier today. I think this is one of the coolest things where the young wrestlers get to meet their heroes, the superstars of the sport. They get to take pictures, get autographs, shake some hands, and that is so cool. When you can show these young kids that their dreams can come true with aspirations of wrestling on the RAF stage, there's Mirab having some fun with a young fan. Next matchup, Ridge Lovett and Bajrang Punia. Ridge Lovett, the three-time All-American in Nebraska, 2025 NCAA individual champion for Mark Manning in the Big Red. Lovett tonight, his RAF debut.
Hey, Ridge, you built your reputation on making matches ugly. Are you prepared tonight to drag an international superstar deep into waters for 6 straight minutes?
Absolutely. You know, wrestling me can be exhausting. I'm going to go out there, create scoring positions, and, you know, once the waters get muddy, that's when I do my best work.
When you stand across from somebody with a resume like that, do you feel pressure or opportunity?
I would say a little more opportunity. You know, this is new to me, the RAF stuff. The match starts going my way, it's going to turn from a drizzle into a downpour, you know, run it up on them.
Awesome. Good luck. Thank you for your time.
Appreciate it, guys.
Here's Mackenzie with the introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next matchup is a #1 contenders match in the Real American Freestyle middleweight division. Introducing first from Post Falls, Iowa, a 2026 U.S. Open champion, Ridge Lovett. And his opponent from Guerin, India, an Olympic bronze medalist, Bajrang Punia.
Bajrang Punia, the Olympic bronze medalist from 2021. This light heavyweight matchup at 155 pounds.
Punia training out in Michigan now. I see the great Kevin Jackson in his corner.
He is a force. 3rd in the Olympics. He is the most controversial athlete out of India.
Use it.
I heard because of his political views. We don't like to get political here, but that's what I heard.
I understand. Hey, maybe that's why he's training out in Michigan. I'll tell you, the first time I got to see him wrestle on American soil was against Yanni. And it ended up being a 1-point match. Yanni came out of it, but Punia showed he can go with guys in this weight class. He could move up in size. And now the young Ridge Lovett, and that's the real key on Ridge. Really, the only question is he at the age where he's got the experience for this level?
He is 25 years old. He'll be 26 in August. This match brought to you by Spartans.com, the official online gaming partner of Real American Freestyle. Scan now or go to Spartans.com to play. Ridge Lovett, U.S. Open champion for Tech Falls, and he beat Caleb Henson 14-12 to cement his place in Final X. He will wrestle Zane Retherford in Final X in a few weeks for the world team spot. Here's Rich Lovett on a single leg, an opportunity here.
Hey, a couple options here, and one is to just take him forward. He's looking for two, though. He wants two.
Nicely done by Punia, not giving it up, but he gets his back exposed. No?
Looking on a leg lace.
Yeah.
Got the takedown here.
Ridge Lovett, Pan American champion, captured that title earlier this month.
How do we get to 3, guys?
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you, Cho. What was that, 1 step out and then 2 for the takedown?
Well,
shot clock.
Would have been shot clock.
Shot clock.
And you know, that shot clock's a fun one because sometimes we do miss that. I got to tell you, that's one thing that we do over here is we don't always watch that because we're watching the action. Punia now with a front headlock. There's opportunity here. Oh, he's looking for inside trip. Ridge says, not right now, young man.
Punia back in RAF 1, lost to Yanni Diakomahalis 5-1. 4-time senior world medalist, 3 bronze and a silver for Punia as the first period comes to a close. Lovett with the lead, 3-0.
On your right side.
He is a high flyer. He's explosive, and I know that he's looking to throw big moves, and that's what makes him successful. He's not afraid to throw those big moves, but I know that Punia wants to cement his spot here at RAF. He wants a win. He had a tough out against Yanni, RAF 1, but he's definitely looking forward to getting this win. Look, he doesn't even want water.
Ridge Lovett, Brian Snyder in his corner, along with Caleb Smith, who is an All-American for Nebraska. 3 Cornhuskers on the card tonight with Lovett, Antrell Taylor, and Christopher Minto. Ridge Lovett has so much in the toolbox, a 10-time Fargo All-American, 7-time finalist. He can throw you. He's athletic. Just super exciting. Great in all positions.
Fun fact, Punia is a member of the Indian Congress. We got congressmen.
This is a fun fact.
Yeah. Lotto, parliament member. These guys are high up in government.
Punia's doing a good job of controlling his ties. I mean, he's coming out and getting an underhook when he wants it. He's getting a collar when he wants it, but then he's doing nothing with it. He's getting to these positions. He's got to then take the next step. He's got to move Lovett. He's got to set up an angle, look to threaten to push him out of bounds. One thing, when the veteran like Punia deals with a younger, inexperienced guy like Ridge that's closer to NCAA clock, Ridge, the younger guy, always brings an intensity, a level of conditioning that you only get in the Division I level.
In the cradle.
Lovett's going to score 2 more, makes it 5-0.
Nice job from Punia. Way to get back to his feet.
Oh, Ridge can freestyle, guys. Ridge can freestyle. I didn't
look at that Lovett change.
Front headlock for Punia.
Lovett leading at 7-0. But Punia going for something big. Official calls it 4. It is confirmed that it's going to be 4 for Punia. Another tally on the board for Lovett. 8-4 is the score. Man, those 4-pointers, guys, can put you right back into a match.
Lovett looking to go to Final X in the world team. He's been active. He looks active tonight.
2-time national finalist, lost to Yanni in Detroit in 2022, beat Caleb Henson to claim the title in 2025. Low single there from Punia. Hits his head underneath the knee. Lovett rolls him through.
Ref is saying nothing. I think that maybe should have scored. Ref said no, though. Lovett coming out the back. He's going to get a takedown here. He's got it. Knees down.
Inside of 10 seconds, Lovett is going to score and extends his lead to 10-6. Make it 12-6 in the final 10 seconds. Lovett with a takedown and exposure.
Punia almost stopped wrestling on that turn there. I'm a little surprised that that went over. I don't think the Ridge even applied any force. Something interesting happened on that last 2, but boy, Ridge Lovett has really blown this thing out of the water.
Do you think if there wasn't 1 second left that he would have pinned him there and that would have been a tech ball?
I don't know if he would have had enough time for that. Lovett's been really good getting to the single leg.
But look at this, the freestyle acumen here. Okay, that's going to grab 4, but you'll notice Ridge still comes out on top.
So that was scored 4-1.
Getting those boots in, Lovett. Nicely done.
That's
Goes
that
for the
collegiate
turn.
background right there. He's just breaking him down. And right here was a little bit of a surprise for me. It was almost, Punia almost turned himself there. I think maybe he was looking for something, but he missed it.
Folk style wrestling, it is 45 degree. You have to break that plane for points. In freestyle, it is 90. 11-6. Early third period here with Lovett and Punia. And Shale Lovett, one of those guys, he's going to be in the mix for a title.
Oh, yeah. Oh, forget about it. Yeah. You know, he's got Zane right around the corner, and I do kind of wonder some of the gamesmanship. Like, Ridge is fully aware that Zane's in the back studying him right now. He's asking himself, what do I want to show him? But Zane's going to have to play that same game tonight. He's going to have to try to beat Antrell while not showing Ridge all of his favorite techniques.
What do you think? A win here tonight puts Lovett in title contention?
Yes, I do. I think Lovett has surprised everybody. I mean, look, he busted.
Shale, I 100% disagree.
Really?
I mean,
you don't feel that the U.S. Open changed things?
I do not. I think Ridge Lovett, when you look at his resume, when you look at his style of wrestling, like I mentioned before, he is so versatile. He's a great combination of freestyle and Greco. This guy is as good as it gets.
And when you look at 70 kilograms, though, I mean, that didn't surprise you either, that he was kind of in that in-between weight. Many thought he was going to go for 65. I think 70 was the right move, but I was surprised.
I've always been such a huge fan of Ridge Lovett. I remember Mark Manning telling me when he came to Lincoln from Idaho, he said, this guy is going to be special. There is 2 more for Lovett.
And again, that's freestyle. I mean, Ridge is out here. Ridge only has 2 takedowns in the match. He's got 13 points up over an Olympic bronze medalist with only 2 takedowns. He's out there freestyling him. Very impressive. I didn't know Ridge was this good at this style.
Absolutely, I agree. I need Punia to do something now. You got to go for broke. You got 24 seconds to sprint to get these points on the board 1 step at a time. He's got to go now.
By the way, I name dropped Yanni earlier. Where is Yanni? Why have I not seen him?
I believe Yanni's been injured.
Oh, is he hurt?
Here's Punia on a single leg.
Do something. You got 10 seconds. Shoving that leg.
Time is going to run out on Bajrang Punia. 13-8, the final score for Ridge Lovett in his RAF debut.
That is Ridge's first win over a senior world medalist.
Convincing victory for the former Nebraska Cornhusker. Here's McKenzie.
After 3 periods and a final score of 13-8, your winner, Ridge Lovett.
Shale Lovett was comfortable in all positions.
Yes, he was comfortable freestyling. He was comfortable with the parterre. He was comfortable with the turns and the defense. Even when he gave up 4 points, that'll rattle a lot of young guys. Didn't rattle Ridge. I mean, I was very impressive by this display. Again, I can't help but foreshadow to Final X and to Zane. And all of a sudden, the idea of Ridge being our top guy is not that unrealistic.
He'll wrestle Zane Retherford for a spot on the United States World Team. There is Merab Dvalishvili. Big match with Frankie Edgar, 2 former UFC champions, to meet on the RAF mats. Let's go to the UFC legend Henry Cejudo for his take on this Dvalishvili-Edgar matchup.
USA versus Georgia is going down. We have experience versus youth. We got persistent versus persistence. Will Frankie Edgar get the job done against Merab Dvalishvili? That's right, I'm talking about the damn machine. This is country versus damn country. Will the American use some of that tenacity to take out the machine? Or will Merab claim his stake once again as the most lethal wrestler in mixed martial arts? Enough talk. It's time to tune in.
Great to hear from Triple C RAF 9 here in Arlington. Lightweight matchup with Zane Retherford and Antrell Taylor. Pair of NCAA champions. Zane Retherford, one of the all-time greats at Penn State. And for Antrell Taylor, the wrestling mat has a deeper meaning.
Do you think the pain you experienced growing up made you emotionally stronger or taught you how to survive?
That's a good question. I would definitely say that it taught me how to survive. Hold on, run it back. Ask the question one more time, my bad. Yeah, it's a great question. My dad had passed away when I was 7 years old. He was killed, unfortunately, and so when all of that hit me, I truly didn't know how to feel and really where to express my emotions and how to move about it. Then years later, second year of college, I lost my brother as well. He was a father figure for me. He was the blueprint of where I was headed at that time, and he just showed me the way. Doing athletics, that's how I coped with the losses that I've taken. I feel like wrestling truly helps me with that, because in a wrestling match, if you get took down, you can't just go off the rails and just start trying crazy things. You gotta really stay level-headed and hone in on your goals.
What would they think now if they can see you standing here today in RAF?
My dad would be smiling ear to ear, man, because he would always tell people, like, even before I was born, that's gonna be the champ. That's gonna be the champ. He's gonna be the one. And then my brother, Edgar, same thing. He would be smiling ear to ear, calling me big head, because that's all he would call me. Big head dude, I'm proud of you, man. But yeah, it's so surreal to be in this position. The advice I would give to someone that's in my position or maybe in a worse position is put one foot in front of the other each and every day and just work towards being a better person and continue to move forward and attack what's in front of you.
A face of amazing perseverance, Antrell Taylor. What a story.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next matchup is set for 3 periods in the Real American Freestyle Lightweight Division. Introducing first from Omaha, Nebraska, an NCAA champion, Antrell Taylor.
From Omaha, Nebraska, was a 3-time state champion at Millard South High School and took those talents to Lincoln, where he has been sensational for the Big Red.
And his opponent from Benton, Pennsylvania, a 2023 World Champion, Zane the Train Retherford.
Zane Retherford, 3-time national champ, 3-time Big Ten champion. Chael, they call you the bad guy. This is a bad guy, and Zane Retherford is mean. He's a honey badger.
He might look nice, but that is just a disguise. When Zane gets a hold of you, they call him a rototiller in practice. They can't find. Cael Sanderson has a hard time finding guys that want to work out with Zane. He just goes too hard.
2024 Olympian, a world champion in 2023. That after capturing world silver in 2022, the 2-time Dan Hodge Trophy winner, known for his punishing style. What do you expect here, Chael?
Antrell, just to remind you, beat our reigning world team representative. He beat Zane's own teammate in PJ Duke. Now, I tell you that because Antrell will rise to the occasion. I see him generally wrestle out of his shoes when people think he can't. And right now, he's in a situation where people think he can't. Zane is viewed as the big brother in this situation.
What are you looking forward to, Juliana?
You know, I know from watching him that he is mean, like you guys were talking about, but Antrell is definitely capable. Although he took this fight on short notice, if anyone was going to get it done against Rutherford, it's Antrell Taylor.
Rutherford just turning 31 years old, no score.
And one thing that Rutherford will do is he'll put a pace on you, he'll weaponize pace. I bring that to you just because Antrell, coming off of a collegiate season, is not going to wilt in a freestyle environment.
At the World Team Trials Challenge tournaments, Retherford defeating Landon Robidoux, the national champ from Oklahoma State, and then Caleb Henson, Not a ton of offense in those wins for Retherford, but he is savvy, high wrestling IQ.
Robidoux stepped up to him, by the way. Robidoux did not wrestle like a freshman. He did not back down.
And Robidoux just made a U20 team.
Yes, he did. Handily, by the way. 2 straight.
One of the questions that was asked to Zane in the press conference was, how do you not get scored on? And he tried to claim that, you know, he's been coaching a lot more, and that's what's making it so that he learns a little bit more on the defense after having to coach. But truth be told, he doesn't get scored on because he's a bad man.
Retherford able to clear that 2-1 from Taylor. 20 seconds left, short time in this first lightweight match. 155 pounds, Retherford 1-0, down to 15 seconds.
Retherford in his entire life, I'm going back to the time he was 8 years old, has only had trouble with one American ever. That American is named Aaron Pico.
Aaron Pico, yes.
Just signed with Real American Freestyle. Pico's at Oklahoma State training right now.
I saw that.
You asked him that in the press conference, Chael, and you said, how do you feel about that? He said, I can't wait to get the opportunity to rematch.
And it's been a long time, but I agree with you, Chael. When you look at the records, I mean, that is the kryptonite for Zane Retherford. Pico, how impressive was he in his last fight?
Oh, absolutely, and now he's going to be back. And when we got the idea of Pico versus Zane, we got the idea of Pico going back to his weight class. Pico versus Bo Bassett. How do you like that idea?
Step across.
That'd be a great match.
Pace, and pace. Can you imagine those two?
Machine Gun versus Machine Gun vet, who wrote the book on it.
And speaking of world team members, our own Bo Bassett also got himself back on a team.
Bo Bassett, one of 3 Virginia Tech Hokies to make that U20 team. Here we go, early second period. Retherford so good at staying center, holding position, heavy with his hands.
And only U20 world team member signed to RAF, I might mention. Good job by Antrell. Oh, Zane blasted him and could have pushed him out of bounds. Antrell stood his ground and circled in.
That was some strength neutralizing Retherford's attack with that underhook.
Andre Taylor has the ability to turn defense into sudden high-scoring offense. So that's what it looked like we were about to see that just a second ago.
That point he just saved himself could come back in this. It could be a real story of this match.
And who knows, Jill, that could have been 4 if he gets that double leg and gets him off the mat.
That's exactly right. But, you know, we talk about Antrell will always rise to the occasion. Right, that's going to get him 1. But again, 1, not 2. 1, not 2. I mean, it's still a score. Right, whether you got 1-0 or you got 2-0, Antrell still needed a takedown. He's in the same position.
Retherford 126-3 in college, undefeated his last 3 seasons. For Cale Sanderson, ended his career on a 94-match win streak for the Nittany Lions. That is a tight front headlock. Inside of 1 minute in the second period, Retherford leading it 2-0.
Nice. He didn't let him go behind. He didn't let him ride for free. Nicely done by Andre Taylor.
Antrell needs a circle right here. Circle, circle, circle. Zane knows where he is. Zane's wrestled these rules a lot longer than Antrell. Zane gets 1.
Death by 1,000 paper cuts up to this point. 3-0 for Zane Retherford. Chael, I heard somebody once say, the good ones score, the great ones don't get scored on.
Look, that's part of the strategy, right? Point differential, whether they're going up or you're just keeping them neutral. Good strategy either way. All right, I really like the way that Taylor has wrestled. However, offensively, if he wants to win this match, he's going to have to get on the offense. It's not a matter of he's not getting to the legs. He hasn't tried to get to the legs yet. I think he's saving something. I think he's still got a sprint or 2 left in him, but it's time.
Needs to make that defense into some chain offense.
It is a big night here in Arlington at RAF 9. Of course, the RAF debut of one Gable Steveson, one of our 2 main events this evening. And he is with John Jones. Look at Gable, he's got some moves, moving pretty well for a big guy. And John Jones, the GOAT. What a great environment, always electric. You got DJ Silver breaking things down in the DJ booth. How about those pyrotechnics to kick things off tonight?
It scared me.
I love it.
Me too.
We'll be in St. Louis next month, then Milwaukee. Find a way to get to an RAF event. You will love it. Bring the family out, hit the fan zone. So here we go, Chill. If you are Antrell Taylor, how do you get past the head-hands defense? How do you get to your offense?
Well, it's a dance, right? It's a dance, and that only one person can lead at a time. That's what's so effective when you have a guy like Zane that only goes offense. He never has to worry about defense because the other guy can never get going. That's what Antrell is going to have to overcome. Look, Antrell is breathing a lot better than a lot of people thought he would in this period. And by the way, the match is a lot closer. He's 2 scores away from winning. 2 scores will get him the points that he needs. I'm just sharing with you, he's got to get the offense going. He's proven the defense. I'm impressed. I love it. Now get to his legs, Antrell.
He's back on the shot clock once again. Second time in this match. Shot there from Taylor, but again, Zane Retherford is so tough to get to his legs. Always has his feet moving.
Antrell's got to get busy here. He's got 1 minute. He's not that far behind. You got to stack up these points 1 brick at a time, 1 foot in front of the other. It's doable. It's possible, but you got to get going right now.
He's got 45 seconds to work with. Another point as Taylor unable to score. But if he hits a 4-point move, he will win the match by scoring the last point. So he's still in it, but he needs something big.
Antrell
Retherford just so savvy and smart.
Old Antrell's doing math too, isn't he? He's taking notes. He's going to go in the back. He's going to report all of those things to Ridge. I mean, it's kind of like Zane's kind of got 2 battles at once here.
Are we going to see it? Retherford versus Zane.
Well, we're going to see Retherford and Lovett in final legs, and here is
I'm sorry, yes.
2 more.
Love it.
Beautiful.
And here's that bow and arrow. So punishing. He's going to try to crank him over in the final seconds.
Guys, this is what Shane and I were talking about this guy's mean. He didn't need this. The match was won. He did not need to pull that leg up over his head. That guy might look nice, but it's a disguise.
He just gave Antrell Taylor 1 more thing to let Ridge Lovett know about.
Don't be funny.
By the way, let him know about this. Zane Retherford. I don't know if he's got a nickname, but he's the Honey Badger to me. This is one of the meanest guys in the building. One of the meanest guys in the world, in my opinion. Here's Mackenzie.
After 3 periods and a final score of 8-0, your winner, Zane the Train Retherford.
By the way, blasphemy over here in the announce department. I did not realize Cale Sanderson has made his cornering debut. He was in the corner here of his longtime student, Zane Retherford. Quick shout out to one of the GOATs. All right, here we are. Now, this is kind of the story of the match, right? Zane held position. Zane didn't do a lot better with offense than Antrell did, but Zane still did do some offense, and when it was time to attack, he goes with everything. This is old classic bow and arrow. He didn't even need these points. He did these to prove a point, and he made that point, at least to me.
Some Mama Say Knock You Out, LL Cool J here in the arena. Up next, a middleweight matchup.
Arlington, you guys ready to have some fun?
With Jason Nolf and Christopher Minto. There is Nolf on your left. 3-time national champion. And Christopher Minto, a national finalist for Nebraska.
Rage, money, power, and
High crotch to the finish. Boom! And these guys are off the stage and onto the concrete. Out we go.
It's an amazing pace. There's another one.
And getting around behind. And that's
rage, money, power, and
Freestyle wrestling.
Our next stop is RAF 10 in St. Louis, Missouri. That is on June 13. Kamzat Chimaev is taking on Dylan Dennis in the main event. And Armand Tsarukyan back on the RAF mat battling Tony Ferguson in the co-main. Scan the QR code on your screen now to unlock 25% off your tickets. Be careful in St. Louis. There will be a wolf on the loose.
Which one is it, friend? Which one's the lie?
I gotta go with
number 2. He's not undefeated.
The Adaptive Training Foundation empowers individuals with physical disabilities and traumatic injuries through adaptive fitness and community. And what an amazing impact that it's having. The Adaptive Training Foundation helps veterans, first responders, and civilians redefine what is possible. Scan the QR code to learn more. Like Ridge Lovett, Christopher Minto also made his collegiate name at the University of Nebraska. Tonight, the two-time All-American makes his RAF debut against Jason Nolf, a man developing a habit of finding his opponents early nights.
Yeah, so I just finished my second year at Nebraska, and Raf called, and it didn't matter who it was, and I just took the opportunity. I'm grateful for it. We've been training pretty hard right now at Nebraska. A lot of the guys in freestyle that are making world teams like Ridge, James Green, we've all been training, so yeah, that's the ultimate goal, to hold that belt. Hopefully by the end of summer, get a couple more matches in, and I get that title match. My routine before going into a match, I'm kind of like just stay calm the whole day and just kind of chill out for the most part, but this atmosphere is a little different, and it kind of keeps your adrenaline going, which that's why I really like being a part of RAF. But I think just kind of staying with the same system I always do. Don't be surprised if the underdog takes it. Hey, Jason, I respect your game, but when them lights shine, you better be ready.
Jason Nolf is already dotting the RAF record books, whether it's career points totals, those 4-point scoring moves, or tech fall finishes. Nolf is employing a variety of paths to victory.
Yep. I have a question for you, brother. You lost your first match in RAF 01, and people still keep bringing that up. Does that bother you?
No, it doesn't bother me. I mean, I just have used it to get better, and I'm just excited to just keep wrestling and performing, so.
Your opponent, Christopher Minto, is younger, hungry, and trying to make his name off of yours. Do you feel pressure in this match or freedom?
I feel pressure and freedom. I mean, pressure makes diamonds, so I'm excited to, pressure's a good thing. I think a lot of people think it's not, but I'm excited about the opportunity, and I know he's tough, so it'll be a good match. It'll be good fun. Yep.
Good luck. Any last little things you want us to look for?
No, I'm excited. Let's stay tuned for the walkout. Yeah.
Good luck.
Jason Nolf, the 3-time national champion and 2-time Big Ten champion, set to put it on the line again here in Arlington.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next matchup is in the RAF middleweight division. Introducing first from Cape Coral, Florida, a 2026 NCAA finalist, Christopher Minto.
2-time All-American, the runner-up to Levi Haynes in the national final this past March.
And his opponent, accompanied by Kinsley Ontiveros from Yatesboro, Pennsylvania, a 3-time NCAA champion, Jason Nolf.
So Jason Nolf, his thing has become hanging out in the stands. So where is he tonight? Camera surveying the arena, and they are zoning in with the spotlights. And there he is, Jason Nolf.
I'm into it. I like it. It reminds me of Sting, and I think it's cool. I'd miss it if this was gone.
This is his thing, and he is going to make his way with a young fan. How cool is that? REF does so many cool things with young fans. I love it.
Jason Nolf is the head coach of the Nolf Academy, so I just share with you, these might be his wrestlers. I'm not sure these young folks are, but those might be his actual team.
He talked about it, his own wrestling camp in Austin, Texas. Congratulations. And here they come.
How cool is that?
Oh yeah, those are his maniacs. I see the shirts now. All right, he's got his team. Attaboy, coach.
REF Next Gen Youth Tournament Series is built for rising athletes to compete, get ranked, and earn their spots on the REF main stage. Scan the QR code to register.
Oh, Next Gen is going down, by the way, Sparks. I'm glad you brought that up. We're taking that out to Milwaukee in July. We're going to hold the REF 11 the next day. Same bells, same whistles. We're going to bring 8U up to 15U. Give these young men a chance to reach their dreams.
I can't say it enough. With the fan zone and now REF Next Gen, it is so cool. Can you imagine being a young kid just getting to interact with your heroes like these kids get to do? Here we go, Nolf and Minto.
Yeah, what are you thinking if you're Minto seeing all those little kids going up there to support Jason, though?
If I'm Minto, I'm thinking to myself, with this kind of energy, I better be ready immediately. You better be ready to go against a guy like Jason Nolf, scores a ton of points.
One of the more interesting matches. Look, I can tie back a common opponent to a teammate of Nolf, and Levi Haynes, right there is going to get one. But when Minto's wrestling, and even if I do go to Levi Haynes, I mean, those were one-point matches, right over the top guy in the country. Minto is ready for this level. Now, Nolf is a tactician, and he is going to throw some moves at you that you likely haven't seen before. But if Minto can weather that storm, guys, this is one of the more interesting matches tonight.
Jason Nolf has won 3 mats, or 3 straight matches at REF. Back at REF 1, he lost to Evan Wick in a super exciting match. It was 10-8. But Nolf, 3 straight W's as they will work on, I believe, his contact. He's got Olympic champion Jake Varner in his corner.
Let's take a look at this replay, see what happened there. Jason Nolf holding his eye, maybe an eye poke. Oh, he ate the mat right there on the corner. They almost went off the edge.
Here's a tighter shot. Great camera work, by the way. Gets to a single leg, drives Minto off the mat, but as you said, you could see where his eye went into the mat, into the floor.
Minto at this point has just got to be building up the confidence here.
Christopher Minto from Cape Coral, Florida, Mariner High School. Came up to 174 this past season from 165.
Let's check out
this angle. Look at this angle, right into your living room.
All right. Well, I don't know if he's okay or not, but he's going to wrestle. Here we are. He's thinking.
Way to defend so far, Christopher Minto. Nicely done.
One Minto. How they call it? One Minto.
I will tell you this, Christopher Minto has not missed too many days in the weight room. He is powerful.
That was nice.
1-1 match. Opening period.
1-1 match, and the Huskers tonight are 1-1. Minto's here trying to solve this for Manning and company.
Antrell Taylor is watching his college roommate getting it done here against Jason Nolf. He's got Christopher Minto's got to win one back for the team here.
Great shot. Made that like it was going to head to the outside. Switch knees, brought the head inside.
Minto working on a chest wrap. No points yet.
Oh, he's got that leg tied up, though. It's going to be hard.
Nolf able to elevate. Ooh. See, Minto's got a leg.
Minto needed to catch himself there. He was kind of had a collegiate mindset. That's going to cost him 2.
That's going to be 2 for Nolf. 3-1 lead for Nolf. Inside of 30 seconds remaining in this period.
Nicely done by Christopher Minto. Holding on to that leg, still working for it.
The constant attacks, by the way, the conditioning of Nolf, I know we expected that a couple of years ago, but he's now training mainly as a coach with the kids. He's doing most of his live goes in a jiu-jitsu situation. Hey, I swear to goodness, he's getting in better shape, and I don't know how.
And he loves wrestling at RAF. He said RAF right now, along with his training school, that's his focus.
Once again, Christopher Minto on that front headlock, looking for the go behind. And he's going for the push out.
Let's bring in Ben Askren. Ben, what's excited you most so far here at RAF 9?
Man, 3 Huskers in a row. Coach Manning, Coach Snyder did a great job, but I'm impressed with Christopher Minto. Nolf came out on fire. He has 4 attacks, and the score's only 3-2. If Jason Nolf's attacked you 4 times, and the score's only 3-2, you're doing a pretty darn good job. I'm curious to see if Nolf can keep this pace up and how Minto reacts to it.
Good stuff from Ben Askren, 4-time finalist at Missouri, won a couple of national titles for Bride Smith, of course, an Olympian, and doing great things in Wisconsin at Askren Wrestling Academy. This was the match, Shale, on the drive over to the arena. This was the match that all of us were most looking forward to.
Yeah, it's very curious. I noticed Kurt Angle's kind of fandom of this match, and he was calling it right. Just look, Minto, current star, 4 colleges. Is he ready for this level? Look at this trade-off. He can come out with 1. He just needs to drive. Just drive straight. He'll get 1 here. That's going to take a lead. That's going to take a lead. A 3-3 tie, but it's a lead for Minto.
Maybe if he can stall it out here, he'll win on criteria.
But a situation there, Chael, perhaps could have gotten 2 points. When you have an opportunity against Jason Nolf, and those are some pretty small windows, you're able to get 2 points. That is so big in these kind of matches. But nevertheless, he does get the 1 point, and on criteria, scoring the last point, he's got the lead with 1:20 to go in this second period.
And let's give Christopher Minto his flowers, taking this fight against the great Jason Nolf on 2 weeks' notice.
Yeah, these Cornhuskers, boy, they're tough. I mean, Nebraska's always been tough, but to this level, no. What Manning has done, not to mention, he doesn't have the world's biggest budget. You want to talk about NIL? What Manning and his team have done really is a big surprise, guys.
Mark Manning, one of the best coaches in the country. Nobody loves his guys like Mark Manning loves his guys. Minto draped over the top.
Well, and when you talk about team, right, the head coaches get all the credit, but make no mistake, Brian Snyder might be the best assistant in the NCAA.
And now Minto gets 2, and he's got his first lead up 5-3.
He needs to keep this foot, just keep the foot. Don't wrestle here. When Minto starts wrestling, that's where Nolf can expose him. Keep the foot, get it called dead. Look, Nolf is fatiguing just a little bit, you two.
How about at the press conference yesterday when Christopher Minto said, I used to go to the NCAA tournament and I idolized Jason Nolf. What an opportunity to wrestle him today.
Yes, he said he was looking up to one of his heroes, and what an honor it was to have to face Jason Nolf. What do they say? Never meet your heroes?
That's exactly right, guys. I happen to be looking to Nolf's corner. I see Varner, and I don't see Cale Sanderson.
Oh, big mistake.
It comes inside of 15 seconds.
Oh, man.
5-5. He goes in return for Nolf, and he leads it 7-5. One thing, Chael, whether it is folk style, freestyle, Greco, whatever style it may be, when you can score in the final 10, 15 seconds, those are humongous points. Time on the clock, time to score.
And I identified Nolf as fatiguing a little bit a moment ago. I think I need an apology. He is not fatiguing. I got to take that comment back.
He's playing possum.
Chael, he might be fatigued, but he's comfortable being uncomfortable. I don't disagree with you that he's fatigued, but the great ones, and you know this, you guys both know this being in the cage, when you're fatigued, you find that next level. That's what the champions do.
That's championship mentality, looking for the throw. And he gets reversed on that. Nicely done. Beautiful hips by Jason Nolf.
Okay?
Goes for the gut wrench and gets it for 2.
This has been a great match. Christopher Minto's RAF debut. Jason Nolf 3-1 on the RAF mats. Slap in the hands. Put your seatbelt on for this third and final period.
What happened?
They're going to send Minto back to get toweled off.
Man. I don't like that.
Crowd getting into this one. I love it. Shale, what do you see being the difference in this third period?
Well, so Minto has done a lot of his scores, but counter-offensively. And that's very interesting because Nolf doesn't have to attack anymore. I suspect Nolf will, but he doesn't have to. So now Minto's got to find a way to set him up and get to the legs himself, to get to the body himself. I think he can do it, but he hasn't done it yet.
Predicting a low single from one of these guys, particularly Jason Nolf.
Heavy with the hands.
Hasn't done it yet, Chael, and there's still a lot of time in the third and final.
Yeah, definitely no time for Jason Nolf to shut things down. A takedown would give Minto criteria.
The low single, I said. Nice. Ooh, he's good.
Good flurry.
Oh, looking for that throw.
Post. Both these guys will sleep well tonight. This has been a battle. And now I believe Minto is going to go on the clock.
It is a very curious match, though, because Minto also almost needs Nolf to come at him, and Nolf doesn't have to now. At some point, Nolf just has to beat the clock. And if that mentally is where Nolf has changed to, Minto's going to have to find another way to engage.
It's not Jason Nolf's style to coast like that, though, and just be content with having that 2-point lead. He's going to keep attacking all the way for the last 45 seconds here.
Minto trying to get his hips underneath, chest wrap there from Jason Nolf.
Looking for it, looking for it. Ooh, head pinch.
Whoever gets control here.
From Nolf.
Yeah, that was a rough game. Whoever controlled that could have come out with 4. Instead, they both put their guns down.
Nolf gets a point as Minto unable to score on the clock. It is now 8-5, 25 to go. Time ticking away on Christopher Minto as we are back to our feet.
What a match, guys. Something tells me we got some drama in front of us. I can just feel it inside. This is not done.
But Nolf is able to give up some step outs. The only thing that could really damage him at this point is a 4-point move. I don't see that happening. And after dropping a match to Evan Wick in RAF 1, Jason Nolf has won 4 straight in Real American Freestyle as he will win this one 10-5. Fun matchup.
Way to score there in that last couple seconds.
Why don't we let these guys go rest for half an hour and bring them back out?
They deserve it. Again, flowers to Christopher Minto for taking this match on short notice. Well done.
Nebraska representing very well here in Arlington. Back to Mackenzie Mitchell.
After 3 periods and a final score of 8-5, your winner, Jason Nolf.
Jason Nolf. They wanted to find out if this young man, Pinto, was tough. It turns out he's pretty good.
Oh, he's very good. You see how jacked he is? He's fast, he's strong, he's a great wrestler. I don't typically get scored on that much under front headlock, and he got a lot of points from there, so something I gotta get better at, but definitely huge props to him. I know I drank a lot of water before this match, and I was trying not to pee myself when I was sitting up there getting ready to wrestle, so I'm glad I didn't.
It's an incredible card tonight. Gable Steveson returns to the main event. How do you think Gable's gonna look in his debut in American Freestyle?
Well, it all depends on one thing. Has he been eating Kale's cookies? And where is my Kale's cookie right now?
The man's a genius. Never quit working. Let me ask you one final thing. Who do you want next? I know there's been times where you've mentioned Tsarukyan or even looked at Colby Covington. Who do you see as next for you, champ?
Yeah, I don't think Armin will wrestle, but if he wants to wrestle, I'm always down. Me and him have been more active than any other wrestlers in RAF. This is both our 5th show, so I want him to keep doing great things, so maybe I'll wrestle somebody else, but it'll be good.
Well, enjoy the victory. Thank you for bringing your team out. Hello to Miss Maddie. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Jason Nolf.
Jason Nolf, impressive victory, showing a lot of respect in his words towards his opponent, Christopher Minto. That was a fun match, Juliana.
That was so far the most exciting match of the night, in my opinion. I could be wrong, but that's the one that, you know, got me most excited.
Still to come. The Real American Freestyle Light Heavyweight title is on the line here in Arlington. Kyle Snyder puts his belt on the line against the very dangerous Matcharashvili. Dvalishvili. And two-time UFC world champion Henry Cejudo, Triple C, has his own hot take.
Captain America is back. I'm talking about Kyle Snyder. Could the American get the job done? Use a lot of those louder rumors to eventually double-leg him into another hemisphere? Or will we hear another upset as Kyle Snyder takes on Olympic silver medalist all the way from Georgia? I'm talking about Gable Matcharashvili. The Georgian has proven to take on America, but will Kyle Snyder get it back? Only one man leaves as the undisputed king. Will we hear and you, or will Kyle Snyder remain king?
Kyle Snyder, one of 2 RAF title matches this evening. Let's send it to our table of 3. Eric Bischoff, he's with Chad Nizzi.
All right, we're going to get back to the action here in Dallas in just a few moments, but let's talk about St. Louis. And we are 2 weeks away. We got a big one coming up. Lance Palmer. We've been watching Lance very closely here in Real American Freestyle. He's got a big match coming up with
Aaron Pico, one of the rising superstars in MMA, but also he was one of the top prospects to be an Olympic champion in wrestling. Kind of diverted, but guess what? He's back at Real American Freestyle, and he's taking on our partner, our brother, Lance Palmer.
You're an Ohio guy. What do you think of Lance in this one?
I mean, I'm a Lance. I love Lance, right? He's been with us since day one. I think people forget Lance was a 4-time All-American from Ohio State, 2-time PFL champ. Do not count Lance out. I'm always going to say Lance can surprise anybody at any time.
But the Wolf is coming to Real American Freestyle. Tell us about it.
You know, the Wolf coming, you know, the matchmaking team, we always come up with creative ideas. We have a guy named Sweep that works with us for Arman Tsarukyan as well, and he said Chimaev wants to wrestle. So bring in Chimaev, first time ever, June 13th against Dylan Dennis. Dylan Dennis stirs the pot. He's ready to go. He can wrestle, and he is ready to challenge. This is going to be insane.
Arman seems to be everywhere, man. He's like everywhere you look, there's an Arman, but he's got a big match coming up as well.
You know, you can't count out Tony Ferguson, 9-time, winner, straight winner in the UFC, interim UFC champion. And wow, is he a wrestler? He's wrestled multiple times in division NAIA All-American, and he is here to beat Arman Tsarukyan. He's here to make a statement, and he wants a shot at the belt.
Let's hear what Arman has to say.
Before the match, I'm gonna prepare myself like Tony Ferguson is the best wrestler, and I'm going there and show that I'm 2 times better than him. And yeah, people can talk, he's old, he's this, he's that, but for me it doesn't matter. I go there and I show my performance very well and get my money, get my hype, and then keep going forward, because in the future I want to wrestle with legit wrestlers like Olympic champions. For Tony Ferguson, I'm preparing something new I've never done before, and I always like to do something unique, and to show my skills and my explosive. This wrestling fight they made for the hype, for the people who likes MMA, who likes Tony Ferguson, likes me. It's like a old generation versus new generation, and in this summer we'll see which generation is better and who has better wrestling in MMA, me or Tony Ferguson.
Our next stop is RAF 10 in St. Louis, Missouri, coming up on June 13. Khamzat Chimaev, the Wolf, taking on Dylan Dennis in the main event. And as we just talked about, Arman Tsarukyan, he'll be battling UFC legend Tony Ferguson in the co-main. Scan the QR code on your screen now to unlock 25% off your tickets. You gotta find a way to make it to St. Louis. Cruiserweight match coming up. Georgios Kougioumtsidis and Parker Keckeisen. Parker Keckeisen again will wrestle a world champion. Parker Keckeisen wrestled for the RAF Cruiserweight title in March, losing a decision to Kyle Dake. Now he looks to climb back into the championship picture, but it will not be easy. Georgios Kougioumtsidis comes to RAF as both the 2024 Olympian and 2025 World Champion.
I was wrestling Georgios. Man, I was watching film. I watched him beat Levi in the World Finals last year. You know, watch his World Final run on YouTube.
The opponent, he's very well-rounded. He's very strong, good conditioning, good technique. But I think I'm a world champion, that's for a reason.
Hard hand fight to leg attacks and getting the legs and scoring. I'm best when I'm going forward and on my offense, and so that's where I plan to be.
Parker, my message to you is to be ready. I'm very confident in myself, I'm very prepared, and I'm the world champ for a reason.
Georgios, Saturday night, 7 p.m. I'm looking to take what's mine, and it's going to be a fun scrap, but I think I'm going to come out on top.
Ladies and gentlemen, we turn our attention to the Real American Freestyle Cruiserweight Division. Introducing first, all the way from Greece, a reigning world champion, Kougioumtsidis.
The world champion in 2025 at 79 kilos. The first ever male Greek world champion.
And his opponent from Glendale, Wisconsin, a five-time NCAA All-American, Parker Keckeisen.
Parker Keckeisen, five-time Big 12 champion, three-time NCAA finalist. Won the national title for Doug Schwab and the Panthers right at Northern Iowa in 2024, making his appearance again against a world champion. He has wrestled a world champion now for the fourth time in 5 months. Was super impressive in the win on the RAF match jail against Zahid Valencia.
Yeah, he sure was. That was a technical fall, right? I mean, if this sport worked like, say, boxing or MMA, when you beat a guy, you take what he's got. If it was the case, this guy would be the world champion.
Beat Zahid 10-2 at RAF 04, then at RAF 7 fell to Kyle Dake 7-1.
Don't bring up old stuff, Sparks. He's got the world champion right now, but from 79 kilos, which is kind of interesting. He's had the 86 and the 92 kilogram world champ. Now he's got the 79 kilogram to contend with.
Looks like they may have knocked heads.
Oh.
Maybe even worse, a head to the nose.
Kougioumtsidis, and winning that title in 2025, beat American Levi Haynes to stand atop the podium.
Nice low single, and he's still on it like a dog on a bone. Nicely done. He's gonna maybe get this push out only. Just one more step. Just one more step. Just go forward one more time.
He's looking for two here, Julian. He wants two.
He's only gonna get one.
And into the stands goes Keckeisen.
Very tactical how he played that. He knew, look, I got him on the edge. I can always push forward if I get in trouble and get one, but let me try to get two. He even looked possibly for four. He might have even been thinking feet to back.
Low single trying to tree top it, trying to get that two, like you said, Shane, and Parker goes right off the edge of the mat.
Now action has stopped. Kougioumtsidis with blood. Leads at 1-0.
What's going through Parker's head right now? He's a tough guy. I know that we saw that Armin and the Uriah fiasco, and we almost saw that with Minto. Let's take a look at this replay here on this head clash that he's bleeding from. I think he got him. And I'm surprised it didn't cut bigger. When I fought Amanda Nunes the second time, I was bleeding like a stuck pig because we literally clashed heads so hard that I literally had this massive split right on top of the head. Well, obviously I also got elbowed in the forehead. That also did it. But it was that headbutt. It produces a lot of blood.
You're relatively new, Juliana, to freestyle wrestling.
Oh my gosh.
RAF 9, I've gotten a taste of it. How much are you enjoying this?
I enjoy it a lot. Baptism by fire over here. I'm learning all the little nuances. It's hard, but I'm absolutely enjoying my time here.
Freestyle wrestling, if you're new to freestyle wrestling, so Real American Freestyle specifically, scan that QR code. Rules 101 with Ben Funky Askren as they continue to work on the nose of Georgios Kougioumtsidis.
Speaking of Ben Askren, Parker Keckeisen is his guy. He's been training him and been under Ben's wing for many, many years.
He's had some great ones. Parker Keckeisen, Mitchell Messenbrink. Go back a little bit to Keegan O'Toole. There have been a lot of guys.
The Red Panda.
Aiden Sinclair, yes.
You love the Red Panda. You
I
didn't you rename him? Didn't you give him some new name? He's the workman or something?
I thought it was the Iron Man because the guy's the most busiest guy in freestyle wrestling.
He loves to compete. I love that. He was an All-American at the national tournament, and then he was that in Tampa at RAF 7 just a week after the NCAA tournaments?
Yeah, no, he literally was the most active guy in wrestling just like a month ago.
I don't want to rush these guys or be a downer. I got to just tell you, I don't really know what that was all about. I mean, I got it. They bumped heads, but I never saw any blood. If it was there, I didn't see it. I don't know what we just took 3 minutes for, but at least we're back.
Yeah, Parker wasn't having any of it. He got
you
back
can
on the
see
mat,
the blood
so
on his
let's go.
singlet there, Chael.
You know,
good look at it there on that white singlet.
Sparks. You're always like bringing reality into my storytelling. It's really putting a damper on things over here.
You are a great storyteller, Chael.
The best.
I didn't say there was no blood.
doubt.
I said I didn't see it. I still don't see playing with his nose again. I still don't see the blood.
Come on.
There is Chad Bronstein, and that is AJ Ferrari, Mr. Fast Twitch with that fresh haircut.
Wow, he
looking
looks like
fresh,
10
looking
times
clean.
that. He looks so good with that haircut.
I've always wanted to see AJ versus the Heat, by the way. I'm going to just plant that seed if there's any potential for it. That's the one I've wanted to see.
AJ Ferrari won a national title at Oklahoma State in 2021. Then he went to Cal State Bakersfield, was an All-American, and this past season, an All-American for the Big Red of Nebraska. Will we see Mr. Fast Twitch?
Yeah, what's
here
the
on the RAF man?
Sparks, what's the rumor? Do we have any idea where he's going?
If he
does he want to tell us?
Listen, if he does sign, Chad needs to say thank you to me because I was talking to AJ and I told him I'm going to get you signed. I'm going to help get you signed. And I know a guy, Chad Bronstein, and I said, Chad, sign this guy. Sign him immediately. Looks like it's happening. You're welcome,
AJ is
Chad.
rocking the bling. He's got the nice watch, the rings, the bracelet. He's always looking good. Great set of sunglasses. AJ Shield, he's one of those guys that wears the sunglasses indoors.
Yes, I'd rather look at a guy with his sunglasses indoors that isn't speaking to us than have to show the audience a guy that is not bleeding and tell them that we're on a blood timeout. I don't know what the hell is going on in this match. There's still no blood, kid. There's no blood. Stick that little white ball up there. It's going to remain white, not red, because you're not bleeding.
I don't know what that red stuff is on the front and back of the singlet. Shale doesn't believe it's blood. Real quick, how about that promotion last night at the Rangers game? They gave away the blood jerseys from Nolan Ryan, Robin Ventura back in the day. That was a promotion last night, so pretty funny. Here we go, driving through once again, and he's going to add to his lead now 2-0, another step up.
That was so nice. He went for a low single, transition quickly into the double. That was super slick. Parker getting heavy on the head, trying to.
But we know this with Keckeisen. He has a huge gas tank.
Yes.
Huge gas tank. You are not safe
Huge gas
against
tank.
Keckeisen.
Yeah, but huge gas tank, and he's used to the RAF stage. Georgios is making his debut here, and maybe that's what's getting him a little bit, willy-nilly here.
Final 10 seconds here in this first period.
Speaking of baseball, we got Gable Steveson throwing that first pitch out.
This was on Thursday nights before the Ranger-Astro game, winding it up. He's a southpaw. I'm a little bit surprised that Gable didn't go with the heater.
No, it's so nerve-wracking. I threw it for the White Sox once.
Really?
You got to get it over the plate. That's all you care about.
How did you do? How did you do?
I got it over the plate. That's all I cared about. That's all anybody ever cares about. Just get it over the plate.
Compare how nervous you were before a UFC championship fight or throwing out the first pitch in a baseball game. What were you more nervous doing?
For my fight, are you kidding me? I literally had to park my car on the side of the street because I was late, and if I didn't get down there to throw that first pitch, it was done for me. So I literally was not that nervous. It was too fast.
Shale, have you ever thrown out the first pitch?
I'm just looking at this guy checking his nose for blood. He continues to not bleed. We got an all-white towel, and it's still white because he's not bleeding. Hey, ref, I need some blood timeout. For what? Well, blood? You're not bleeding, kid. You're just not.
I will say this, Shale. I hate blood time. Like, to me, it should be you have one chance, you have one opportunity to wrap it up, and after that, then there's got to be some kind of consequence.
Sure, well, we got cotton balls, tampons, now we got some kind of a napkin hanging out of his nose. I don't get it. Put something in there, and it's just not bleeding.
Where was my blood timeout in the 5th round of my title fight? Holy cow, I wish I could have been like, time! I need to clean my face up. Yeah, right, forget about it.
So with those blood times, Kougioumtsidis getting some breathers.
Yeah, but what, you just say the word blood? You don't have to have blood? I'm truly confused by, all right, here goes.
Nice shots, low single.
Again with the treetop.
And he's looking for feet to back. I'm very impressed by the way Giorgio does that. He only got the one.
He's running out of real estate. He wants to be able to get enough time to sweep out that second leg, but he's not been able to complete the move.
But he's been able to get to the legs.
Absolutely, real quick.
30 seconds into the second period. 3 step outs for Kougioumtsidis. There he is again with a shot below the knee.
Kind of out of nowhere. He kind of just reached down and found that, didn't he?
Here goes Funky.
Keckeisen can do this. He doesn't have a lot of bases here, yeah? Keep that shoe, get the ref to call a stalemate. It's the best case scenario.
Think there might be some more blood on the mat.
Don't you tell me.
Sure there is. I would love to see that.
Clean the mat here real quick.
He's just spraying in random places. Yeah, spraying random places. There's no actual blood. Here, let me just wipe over here. Smear this around a little bit.
Parker's salivating here. He needs to get on the board, though.
Great environment once again, that fan zone earlier. How about this RAF Next Gen? How cool is that?
We're going to be working overtime here on Sundays after the Saturday nights.
Not to mention taking that to Milwaukee. I mean, is there a better place?
There is not, Shale. There is not. I'm telling you right now, I'm from Wisconsin, proud to be there. We are going to rockets at RAF 11 in July in Milwaukee. Wisconsin wrestling fans show up.
Let's go, Parker.
I challenge to my Wisconsin friends.
By the way, one thing very intimidating about Parker is his ability to weaponize pace, right? That's really what he did is the heat. He went out there, he got him a little more tired than the heat was ready to. I'm only telling you, look, this opponent, this world champion, has found a way to not bring condition into it.
Yeah, no, he's breaking his rhythm completely. He's never letting him get set up with all of these timeouts, blood timeouts.
Is this Greek wrestler like kind of an oddly handsome man for wrestling?
Do you want my opinion?
Yeah, I do. I'm to the point in my life where I believe I can identify a good-looking man. But that's a good-looking man, am I correct?
You're correct.
What do you think he had in wrestling for? You didn't have to do that.
No, he didn't. He looks like a Greek god, though.
Oh, look at that. Oh, Parker's in now.
This is big inside of 10 seconds. He's got the 2, and it's a 1-point match.
That's 2. Nicely done by Parker Keckeisen, finally able to get on the board in that end of that second period.
That's a big deal.
It is.
That was a huge score.
Good job. Good job on
We got a bunch of Dallas Cowboys in the house, America's team.
I love it.
That is awesome.
If my athletic skills ever diminish, I might join the Cowboys. Look at these guys.
Do you think any of them want to get on that mat?
I'll tell you what.
Like, if I ever get old enough and slow down, I might do that. I've always thought that as a backup plan.
If I'm a football player, I'm wrestling. No question about it.
Let's take a peek at the last scoring points from Parker Keckeisen in on that single leg.
And able to score the takedown.
Well, and listen, he's adapted. Keckeisen's realizing I'm not going to be able to get this long flow, a long 90-second grind like I like to do. I'm going to have to go out and find ways to get to this young man.
Mentioned it earlier, he's got pace that very few can match.
Ooh. Good job. That's one. He's going to get it.
Looking for another takedown.
He's got one. He would have two. The referee has the right to interpret that a takedown.
To confirm the second takedown for Keckeisen, and he leads it 4-3. And this is exactly where he wants to be. Quick shot there right off the whistle, looking for more, head to the outside. On a single leg.
Giorgio
gets to the fly and dumps him for two more.
Three on the edge, all come out. Takedowns, not push-outs by Keckeisen. Incredible job of knowing mat awareness. And guys, over a world champion, I might add.
World champion is being
Look at the body
welcomed.
language, guys. Look at the body language.
He is being welcomed into Real American Freestyle.
Expect Keckeisen to keep his foot on the gas. He's up 6-3. 3 takedowns. They've all been scored in about the last 40 seconds. There's that low shot once again.
Man, world champion's got an amazing low single. It goes around for 2.
6-5. 1 point match. 1:10 remaining.
Let's see if he can get this gut. No.
I watch this. I admire these guys so much, but my mind can't help but wonder just how good is Kyle Dink? Just how good is Kid Dynamite? Yeah.
Give him his flowers.
Here's the USA chance.
Honestly, though, that low single from Giorgios is so nice. So quick.
And he doesn't necessarily penetrate. He more drops elevation. He just gets there so quick.
He drops and he gets it, and then he'll change. Oh, talk about a low single. Parker Keckeisen, nicely done.
Right to the hip.
Let's see if he gets a gut wrench.
His 4th takedown of the match. 8-5. Isn't it great when guys just let it fly and wrestle?
Uh-oh, there's the blood.
Still no blood, Shale. Still no blood. Your eyes are playing tricks on you, Shale.
Incredible
no
irony. Incredible irony. It actually is bleeding this time, and nobody's stopping the match. The first time it's bled all night, they're going to let it go.
Shale, I got to agree with you on this one.
Yeah,
I mean,
you're right.
The blood flowing, good level change once again, neutralized by Keckeisen. Half a minute remaining.
Going for that duck, and Parker Keckeisen being mean and nasty, sticking that palm right in his face.
Keckeisen trailed it at one time, 3-0, but a barrage of takedowns from the former Northern Iowa Panther. And he's 15 seconds away from his second W on the RAF mats. Heavy hips. We're down to 10 seconds.
Nice defense by Parker Keckeisen. Looking for his own goal behind there, turning that defense into offense. Let's see if he gets it.
8-5. Keckeisen prevails in Austin. Mackenzie Mitchell.
After 3 periods and a final score of 8-5, your winner, Parker Keckeisen.
Somebody just beat a world champion. How does that feel, Parker?
Feels good. You come to RAF to wrestle the best and beat the best. So, all glory to God. I'm blessed with great teammates, great people. So
you've had 3 world champions from 3 different weight classes. I gotta say, you got some of the hardest resume and schedule of anybody on the roster, but who would you like to see next?
Mr. Nickel. That's who I want to wrestle.
Bo Nickel.
Yeah, Bo Nickel. Let's have some fun.
That does sound like fun. How's that sound like a call out, Dallas? Bo Nickel possibly versus your winner, Parker Keckeisen.
I know I'd love to see that match with Keckeisen and Nickel. Sign me up. This summer, Real America Freestyle heads to St. Louis, Milwaukee, and Cleveland. including RAF 12, our massive one-year anniversary events. And for a limited time, Real American Freestyle is offering major summer ticket savings across all 3 events. Scan the QR code now to unlock the offer. Don't wait. This offer ends Tuesday. Still to come, Olympic gold medalist Gable Steveson making his explosive Real American Freestyle debut against the hulking Alexandr King Kong Romanov in a 6-minute war. And someone who knows a little bit about gold has his hot take on this matchup. Once again to Triple C. Here's Gable Steveson making his way along with John Jones.
John Jones driving? He's carrying his bag, isn't he?
Big smile for Gable Steveson.
The hottest signee in RAF history is going down tonight in the main event. I'm talking about one of the youngest Olympic champions in USA wrestling history. I'm talking about Gable Steveson. But will he get the job done against the one and only world bronze medalist all the way from I'm talking about Alexandr Romanov. Guys, there's been a lot of upsets in Real American Freestyle. Will this be another one? Enough talk. It is time to tune in.
What is that?
Seltzer with lemon.
No, the ice.
Oh, that's Brio Nugget Ice. That's from the Brio Ice Maker. It's better ice, basically.
Better ice? Premium ice. Premium muscles need premium ice.
You know that's not what it's for.
Works.
All right, so you guys having a good time so far?
Real Woods has been on a journey. The RAF piece of that journey includes the ultimate high, becoming a world champion, and the stunning lows of 2 late third-round losses. Tonight, he looks for redemption. Real Woods, 2026 Pan American champion. He will wrestle at Final X against Bo Bassett.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Real Woods!
The journey in RAF so far has been very fast, it seems. It doesn't seem like I've had 5 matches, but there's one goal in my mind, and that's to be the RAF champion.
This is where Real Woods can separate himself because this is what he does.
I can always look back and say I was the first RAF champ, and that's something special.
Your winner, Real Woods!
I accomplished that goal the first time I stepped on the mat, and I fell short a couple times after that, but I learned a lot, and I learned what was necessary, and I know that it was God's plan to put me through that adversity, because the lessons that I learned are exactly what I needed for myself. But that made me who I am, and I'm very grateful for it. When I lost to Jordan, it taught me a lot, both times. I believe because of those 2 matches, because of those 2 losses, I see the trajectory of my career skyrocketing. And so long as I keep getting better, no one's gonna catch me. My match coming up against Ilyasov, I guess he's known to slow matches down and be fairly disciplined in his style. But against a guy like me, it's very, very, very hard to do. I'm gonna force you to wrestle. I'm gonna force you into positions. I'm gonna force you to be uncomfortable. And so I don't care how disciplined you are, you're gonna have to wrestle me. I hold the advantage because I think I'm too fast for him. I'm too strong. Ilyasov, I hope that you come out on that mat on May 30th being your best, because that's what it's going to take for you to feel any type of satisfaction after your loss. I hope that you come out having the best mindset you've ever had. You're going to need it, and unfortunately, it's not even going to matter. I'm not someone who sits there to be hunted. I'm very much the hunter, so that's my element.
Here is Mackenzie Mitchell with the championship announcements. Featherweight title match. Ibrahim Ilyasov making his way to center mats here in Arlington. Here comes Real Woods. Real Woods looking to capture the featherweight title. One of two championship matches here on the RAF stage on this Saturday night. With championship introductions, Mackenzie Mitchell.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is scheduled for 3 periods and is for the Real American Freestyle Featherweight Championship. Introducing first, wrestling out of the red corner, representing Russia, weighing in at 145 pounds. He's the U23 European champion, Ibrahim Ilyasov. And his opponent, wrestling out of the blue corner, from Albuquerque, New Mexico, weighing in at 144.8 pounds. He's a 2026 Pan Am champion, 2025 World Bronze medalist, and the inaugural RAF Featherweight champion, the real deal, Real Woods.
This matchup is brought to you by Brio, the official water partner of RAF. Brio Water makes dispensers and filters that deliver clean, refreshing water and ice on tap every day. Use code RAF20 for 20% off at BrioWater.com and fireworks out of the gates.
Oh, that's very interesting. I mean, he just hit a 360. The referee could give that points. He did not. That's a way to start a world title match.
Russia versus USA. And this RAF title match, we're scoreless 30 seconds in.
I love Real Woods swagger.
Ooh. That's what confidence looks like.
That is
I mean, that's true confidence. This is the kind of young man that can get beat. The next time he wrestles, his face will look like that never happened. He can put it behind him.
Ilyasov gets one for the push-out. You're exactly right, Chael. He does. That is what confidence looks like, and I know that he is looking forward to getting this win against Ilyasov.
Boy, he's walking him down.
Woods 2-2. This is his 5th match in RAF, coming off a win against Anthony Ashnault, 7-2. Hard snap there from Woods.
Nice. Woods looks fast.
Working a front headlock.
And the go behind for 2. Oh,
no points yet.
Got to beat that arm. Got to get to the armpit. Per the rules, he's not there.
Got to get that left arm out. And now he's going to come underneath.
He's got it.
That should score here. There's the 2. And now a high cut.
He's going to go again.
Last time, Real Woods will get live competition prior to Final X.
Goes the other way, but the nice hit to Ilyasov goes to parterre.
6-1's the score. Still working that gut wrench, and now for Parterre. Back to our feet with 30 seconds. Kevin Jackson and Alex Derringer in the corner for Real Woods. Training in Ann Arbor at the Cliff Keen Wrestling Club.
25 here. Kevin Jackson is telling Real, I want one more score left in this period. He's got 20 seconds to do it. Coach Jackson wants one more score here.
A takedown and 2 guts for his 6 points.
Ilyasov is skating uphill here, going up against our first RAF champion. Making his debut against the champion. I mean, he's literally walking right into the lion's den with this match.
First period is in the book.
One thing about Real, he's in his 5th match, but it's his 3rd time for a title. He knows this pressure. He knows this feeling. I tell you, every time you do a press conference, he never talks about opponent. He keeps on talking about wanting to get that belt back. Right here was some good wrestling right here. Good wrestling by both guys. Real had to slow it down, get behind the arms, almost a collar situation, but then you go right to work. When you're on top in the first round, meaning the guy is dry, that's when you've got to get greedy and go get your points. That's exactly what Real did.
And freestyle wrestling, transitions are everything, and Real Woods right there from the takedown to a high gut can put the points up in a hurry with leg laces, gut wrenches, early 2nd period.
Real said that his keys to victory are just be myself. That's all he has to do. He loves to compete. He just has to be himself in order to go get this win.
And he will wrestle Bo Bassett, who's been impressive on the RAF mat. That'll be at Final X. Bo Bassett just making a U20 World Team.
Those fakes are good. I think Bo's going to demand he bring the belt.
I can't wait to watch that scrap. That is going to be awesome at Final X.
Oh, I hope he walks out to Final X with our belt. Here we go.
He should.
I'm getting ahead of ourselves. We're not there yet, but he is up by 5.
And shot clock.
I'm not sure what they're arguing about here. I think everybody's doing what they should. Start this match.
Ilyasov on the shot clock, 30 seconds to score, or it's a point for Woods. Couple level changes there from Real, tapping on the head.
20 on the clock here, 20 on the clock.
Down to a knee, now works back up, posting on the head again. Busy with the hands, looking for an opening is Real Woods.
Got that 2-on-1.
Watch where you're at. 5 seconds on the clock, watch it.
Ooh,
gets to the double leg. Extends his lead, now 8-1.
We talked about that.
That's 2 right there.
And now he's going to look for a fall. He's got the fall, and he is your RAF World Champion at featherweights.
That was quick.
To the USA Champs here inside the College Park Center on the campus of UT Arlington. Gets the double leg.
Yeah, that backflip he did was crazy.
And ultimately would throw him to his back. Settles in and gets the slap of the mat, a fall and an RAF title for Real Woods. With the official announcement to Mackenzie Mitchell.
Here is your winner by fall in 2 minutes and 11 seconds. And new Real American Freestyle Featherweight Champion, the real deal, Real Woods.
And presenting that championship belt is the son of the late, great Hulk Hogan. That is Nick Hogan. Let's send it to Chael, who was with.
Great job, Real. I tell you, you got on a roll, and I must say, I don't know if I've ever seen you look so fast. Great job. How does it feel to get that belt back?
Oh, it feels great. But I tell you, the true prize is the character that God built in me in the dark to put on a show like this. And I'll tell you what, I'm honored that you guys appreciate that work.
I got to tell you, Gable Steveson, the Olympic champion, coming up later tonight. He's got a tough draw. This young man from Moldova is being counted out. How do you see this main event?
Gable's gonna handle business, and on top of that, he's gonna make it fun for you guys.
I know it. He's just that kind of competitor, and that's why I'm proud, and I'm happy to have him in RAF beside myself, you know, putting on a show for all of you guys that come out. So thank you.
Real, I generally would not speak to you about Final X, but you're taking on our own. You're taking on Bo Bassett. He just sent me a text message, and he's asking that you bring this belt.
Say it again?
He's asking that you bring this belt to Final X.
I'll tell you what, if Final X put on a stage like this, when Final X puts on a stage like this, with RAF, I'm gonna include the RAF belt on top of that. But I'll tell you what, hey, it don't matter what I put on the line because it's all gonna come my way, so listen up. All right, Final X, we can put anything on the line. I'm not scared of nothing because I know I'm gonna come out on top.
Ladies and gentlemen, two-time Real American Freestyle champion, give it up, Real Woods.
Real Woods, your RAF featherweight champion in grand style against the fall. Real American Beer, RAB 0. RAF fans, Real American Beer just launched RAB 0. Same bold Real American flavor, just without the alcohol. You can buy online today. Scan the QR code on your screen or head to therealamerican.com and use code 020, ZERO20 for 20% off.
Tonight we are live on Box Nation.
Beautiful double leg. I mean, that's textbook.
I'll tell you what, David Card, you just lit a fire under him right there. But look at Keckeisen in the final seconds, and they are going to go 4 for Dave. Wow, Austin DeSanto puts points on the board.
Hey, if we're going to start this party, let's go, right, Captain America?
Best guitar.
There you see our RAF men's champions. Real Woods adds his name. Wyatt Hendrickson, your champion at heavyweights. Looking forward to a possible collision with Gable Steveson. Later on tonight in one of our main events, pair of UFC greats and Division I All-Americans in Colby Covington and Chris Weidman wrestling at a catch weight of 200 pounds. Can't wait for that one. There is Chris Weidman. He was an All-American at Hofstra, the New York native. And Colby Covington, Colby Chaos Covington, locked in as always. An All-American for the Beavers at Oregon State. Still to come, Colby Covington has outscored his two RAF opponents 26-4, winning both matches by tech fall. Now he faces UFC Hall of Famer Chris Weidman. Henry Cejudo gives us his hot take.
Chaos Covington's return is upon us as he's taking on two-time All-American Hall of Famer Chris Weidman. Guys, when I see this wrestling match, I'm thinking about violence. This is an American on American crime. Youth versus experience. Could Chris Weidman use some of that size against Colby Covington and get the job done? Or could the loudmouth American Colby Covington use some of that youth to get the job done? Enough talk. It's time to tune in.
So much intrigue in this match. Frankie Edgar, former UFC light heavyweight champion. Merab Dvalishvili, the former bantamweight champion. This is going to be a great matchup of a couple of guys with big gas tanks and a lot of fights. Merab Dvalishvili makes his RAF debut tonight, and the Georgian Wrecking Ball is set to put the light division on notice.
My teammates give me my nickname Machine because of I'm always working hard and my cardio also is good. My name is Merab Dvalishvili. I am a former UFC champion My record in UFC is 14-3. I born in Georgia and I grew up in Georgia. I was always fighting in the street, you know, every time I see somebody bully me or bully somebody, and I was always fighting. I decided to come in United States because I wanted to become UFC fighter. I had my first MMA fight. I fell in love with this sport and I realized it was my sport. I find it myself and that's all I want to do all my life. I want to join RAF wrestling organization because this is the best wrestling organization in the world. Frankie Edgar, I have so much respect for you as a man, as a father, as a fighter, as a human being. Let's go have a great wrestling match. Whatever gonna happen, I love you, I respect you, God bless you. Let's go.
Merab Dvalishvili, the first Georgian-born champion in UFC history. The most takedowns in UFC history with 119, but he's got a tough task against Frankie, the Answer Edgar, here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, our the Real American Freestyle Lightweight Division. Introducing first from Toms River, New Jersey, a former UFC Lightweight Champion, Frankie the Answer Edgar.
Four-time national qualifier at Clarion, 120 wins back in college.
And his opponent from Tbilisi, Georgia, he's a former UFC bantamweight champion, Merab the Machine Dvalishvili.
There is the Machine. He was supposed to wrestle last month at RAF 8. Unfortunately, Henry Cejudo had to pull out due to injury. So he's making his RAF debut tonight here in Arlington. Always a smile on his face. Enjoys competing, 35 years old. An MMA record of 21-5. This is a fan favorite, Jill. How can you not love Merab?
I already love. He doesn't even have his straps up, man. Some guys like to enjoy the moment. I got to tell you, pure wrestling for pure wrestling, he should be a little more nervous than he is right now. Surprisingly, Merab is actually the favorite. That surprises me because Frankie Edgar's got a real background here.
Frankie Edgar, 44 years old. He'll be 45 in October.
The weights are different, eh?
45 in October, my goodness.
As I mentioned, four-time national qualifier at Clarion, spent some seasons as an assistant coach at Rutgers. Been looking forward to watching this match ever since they released that these two would be locking horns here at RAF 9.
Already collar ties heavy on the head as Merab shoots in.
But straight on shot, no setup right there, neutralized by that underhook from Edgar.
I've been interested in the stance. It's very different to bend over, right, and do it from a wrestling stance as opposed to upright posture. Look, Merab's doing a great job so far.
I think Merab just got
around. Sure, he's offering some feints.
Merab just got put on the shot clock there. Front headlock. Nicely done by Frankie. Not falling for it. 2-on-1 for Merab. Frankie posting on the head. He's not letting him have it. Nice defense by Frankie Edgar.
Inside of a minute.
And you said it in the car on the way over here, Shane. You said that Merab was not like, you know, saying for sure that he was going to win. He didn't seem that confident.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect
towards Edgar.
I took it as exactly what you said. He's giving him respect as opposed to being a real cocky guy against a legend like Frankie Edgar.
You think Merab believes in himself? You think he thinks he can beat Edgar?
Absolutely, I do. I think he was just being a little bit more passive in the press conference because he didn't want to come across as a jerk.
Edgar leading it 1-0 as Merab unable to score on that 30-second shot clock. We're down to 25 seconds first period. What has stood out to you, Chael, in this first period?
When Merab's getting his controls, whether it's a 2-on-1, whether it's a collar tie, it's from a little more of a sambo, almost like a judo tie-up, and Frankie's uncomfortable. Frankie keeps getting going, and he's not really comfortable where he's at. That has surprised me. It's almost an advantage for Merab.
Edgar's got a 2-on-1.
Nicely done by Frankie to pick up that leg so that he can't get that go behind.
Into the first period, 1-0 score. Ben, what did you notice?
Yeah, don't.
Man, Frankie looks good, and remember, Merab has never wrestled a real match, so he does not used to setups. He's used to punching people to set him up, not like this. Frankie can hold great position. He can stay in this match all the way to the end. So I'm excited to see if Frankie can keep it up with the pace of Merab.
Really good points. Big difference between scoring takedowns on a freestyle wrestling mat compared to inside the cage. Just the 1 point on that shot clock. And here we go in the second period. Frankie Edgar, former lightweight champion, won that title back in 2010 by beating B.J. Penn in some classic showdowns with Gray Maynard. Of course, Merab looking forward to that next match, that next fight with Peter Yan.
Look, I still have to notice every engagement, every control and tie-up is being done by Merab. Frankie hasn't got going yet. That surprises me. Look, Frankie's got the actual wrestling experience, but you can't wait. He stepped out right there.
Frankie went for that foot sweep.
And now Merab looking for something big.
Well, they called it dead. They called it dead. One for the step out, Sparks. Sorry to cut you off. One for the step out.
That's okay, so Merab, with that point, scoring last point, at the moment leads.
Frankie was trying something there. He was trying something, and that's what got him that point up on him. Merab winning 1-1 on criteria right now.
So right here is where I'd like to see Frankie get a tie-up. Whether that was a wrist control, whether that was an underhook, but I'd like to see Frankie be the one to start the engagement. So when you get to the position, I know he wants to be there. So far, I haven't seen Frankie where he's comfortable.
Deep single leg here for Merab. He's going to score the 2. And it is 3 unanswered for Dvalishvili.
Oh, he got right off him. You can't even do that. And I'm very curious how Merab would do in the parterre. He actually stood up there, and the referees let him know, you can't do that. Don't break contact.
I thought that he did that on purpose because he was waiting for the referee to blow the whistle, because they usually do it relatively quick.
That's how Gable Steveson, who we'll see in the final match, won his Olympic gold. Remember that?
Kept his hands on him, though. Gable knew the rule.
Put him under you then.
Nice way to punch an underhook. Frankie's still in it. Very defensively sound, Frankie Edgar, which is what I'm. Yep. 2-on-1 Russian for Frankie.
All right, there we go.
Front headlock.
Now Frankie's got to his tie.
Here we go, Frankie.
There we go. Right back to it. Right back to it, Frank. Well, Merab just got that pace.
Yes,
just got that pace.
Looking for a duck under there was Frankie. Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Took a shot to the nose.
Let me say, I was expecting Merab to come out with the face mask to protect his nose because he recently got injured. We were expecting to see him with that face mask against Henry Cejudo, and then the match got called, and it never happened. I'm surprised we are not looking at a face mask on Merab Dvalishvili right now.
Here's that takedown from Merab.
Ooh, I bet you his eyes are watering right away.
Some Georgia fans in the house.
They show out.
They love their wrestling. Great shots of the RAF mat.
Can we give Frankie his flowers? 45 years old, hasn't competed since 2022, back up on the big stage, making his debut.
Well, look, he's a takedown away. He goes and gets a takedown. He takes the lead. It's not as simple as a score, because that could be a push out. I mean, right, you got turns, you got takedowns, you got push outs. He only needs one of those.
You guys, Real American Freestyle just dropped the news. They are producing an exciting new competition reality show on Fox Nation called Undiscovered. It's kind of amazing to see that we're looking for the next superstar for Real American Freestyle. Wait for more information about that later.
Another great idea. That's going to be a lot of fun.
That sounds interesting, Jules.
So many
Thank
cool
you for
things
that.
happening.
Oh yeah, you guys, live auditions, real no holds barred competition. Massive personalities is what we're looking for. You guys are going to see some raw behind-the-scenes stories as hungry athletes throw down for that one shot at the big stage.
Why doesn't this weirdo get tired? I mean, how can he hold this stance and just move around like this? He hasn't wrestled in years.
He's the... Oh, you're talking about Frankie.
His feet never stop.
Oh, you mean he hasn't wrestled in years? I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, an actual match, an actual in front of people. Come on, it's exhausting.
Because his name is the Machine.
He is a machine.
But why is, I mean, are you born with that? Has he got a larger lung? What do you think? You train in a certain way?
How does
Georgian
he not get
people.
tired? It's the Georgian people.
That's going to be 4 feet to back confirmed. And Merab has opened things up. He's now up 7-1.
Oh, he's going for the leg lace. It looks like he doesn't know if he wants the gut wrench or the leg lace. He doesn't know what to do.
No, he's just mauling him now. These aren't even moves. He's just mauling him.
I'm surprised that the ref hasn't stood up.
Oh, Merab is a special athlete. By the way, this is not a joke before I say this. Did you know Merab is using this platform to try to find a wife? Yes. He's hoping, and he put that out there a number of times. Yes, that he'd like to meet somebody through this. I told Dana White that and he laughed. It wasn't a joke. Merab actually has asked us to mention that. Or you think I'm joking too? I'm not. If you know a nice gal, all right? Here you go.
Hey, let's walk. Listen to Merab's corners. These guys are going nuts.
Corner is fired up. I've been really impressed with Merab. I did not see it going this way.
Oh, by
but
the way,
as they say, Father Time is undefeated.
You remember a few matches ago, that kid that was pretending to bleed and I was contesting it? When I walked up there to do the interview, guys, there was blood everywhere. It was all over them. It was on the edges. It was in the middle. I mean, it looked like they knocked over a gurney. Okay, that's the 4 points right there.
Feet to back on that back trip.
That's a judgment call. You could have had that too, but feet to back, that's fair.
Guys,
4 points for Merab.
That was Chael's way of saying he's sorry.
Yes, exactly. Thank you.
Recants all the blood talk. Gable Steveson yet to come. 2 main events.
Look at Merab dancing around. He's got energy like I've never seen. He's fired up. He's pacing back and forth.
That's the kind of guy you hope she brings home. Aren't I right? You would feel, look at this guy. What a gentleman he looks like.
He is a gentleman. He's a nice guy.
Crowd loves him.
It's that Georgian upbringing. They're putting that small country on the map.
His feet never stop moving.
Frankie needs to not be deterred here. He needs to just forget about the score. You got 52 seconds to go make something happen. Just go for broke here. It's a sprint now for these last 52 seconds. And he's still in it. Never count Frankie.
It's a sprint, but he's basically, it'd be the equivalent of having to beat Usain Bolt in the 100-meter dash.
Hey, that is like a stretch, okay? Don't be talking about Frankie like that.
I'm just telling you. I mean, his pace is, I mean, Chael just mentioned it. I mean, this is not a normal pace.
Single stuff, Frankie. Defense. He goes for it again. Hot dog.
That was the right move. Frankie had to go for something.
So that he didn't get that push-out point?
That's right. Well, I mean, just to be in this match, you got to give yourself a chance to win, even if it costs you at times.
It's going to be a technical superiority.
What a chaos out there in that last second. That's going to be a tech fall?
12-1. It is over. Merab Dvalishvili victorious here at RAF 9. Check out the emotion on Merab. Busting out the gymnastics and some dancing.
Hey, Frankie is a beast. I'm giving him his flowers.
He's a legend.
Absolute legend.
Frankie is a legend.
Absolute legend.
Let's send it back up on the mat with Mackenzie Mitchell.
The match is over with 26 seconds in round number 3 remaining. Your winner by technical fall, Merab Dvalishvili.
And here is Chael with Merab. Great sportsmanship and respect shown between the two.
Merab, you just got over on the answer. We were told you and Triple C were going to do some business. Where does that match stand?
I want to call him out. He disappeared when I was ready a couple hours before. And Henry, I hope you have a big balls to go wrestling with me. Let's go. Show me some Mexican balls, bro.
All right, Merab. So at a minimum, we can understand you are going to turn to real American freestyle. It's just a matter of who the opponent is.
Listen, this is wrestling. 1 point can change everything. I love RAF. I love what RAF doing for us. Motivates me, motivates other athletes. This is great reason to be busy, to get better everywhere, like wrestling or any other, like, so I'm ready. Whoever, listen, man, I'm not saying I'm a best wrestler, but I'm a good MMA wrestler, so I would like to challenge everybody.
And the crowd likes that. Will Kane even like that? All right, Merab, one final question. I know you're very close with Chris Weidman. He's got his hands full in a matter of minutes with Colby Covington. What advice do you have for the All-American?
Yeah, Chris, let's go. Do your thing, brother. Just win. We need a win. We don't need highlight. Colby Covington is great wrestler himself, but Chris, just win. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, possibly the nicest guy in the business. Give it up for Merab Dvalishvili.
Impressive performance for Merab Dvalishvili. Georgian pride. There he is with Chad Nizzi. Light heavyweight championship match still to come. Kyle Snyder puts his heavyweight strap on the line against Gable Matcharashvili. That is yet to come here at RAF 9.
You know we don't play, stay out the way. Check out this look on my face. I'll come save the day. Give me my cape. Look at I'm flying away. 5-star cream of the crop. Go and make spot. Go and put the cherry on top. This one can't be stopped. Giving them shock. It's really like that. Don't believe me, just watch. Watch, 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 watch. Don't believe me, just watch.
What is that?
Seltzer with lemon.
No, the ice.
Oh, that's Brio Nugget Ice. That's from the Brio Ice Maker. It's better ice, basically.
Better ice? Premium ice. Premium muscles need premium ice.
You know that's not what it's for.
Works.
Gable Matcharashvili was silver in Paris at the 2024 Olympic Games, 3-time European gold medalist. He was a U23 world champion in 2018, making his second RAF appearance. And there he is, Captain America, Kyle Snyder, 10-time world and Olympic medalist. Captured Olympic gold back in Rio in 2016. Tonight will mark the second light heavyweight title defense for Kyle Snyder, a defense that included an RAF record time 5 takedowns on Rizabek Aikukan in Snyder's last RAF match.
Here is Kyle Snyder.
The number one thing that drives me in my life is my faith. I think I handle pressure well, and I think it's a blessing to have pressure. The motivation is so great for me that it never feels difficult. I think there's a personal thing for me where it's like, I want to be the most dominant champion. I want to defend the belt as much as possible. I want to wrestle the best guys in the world as often as possible. What makes me difficult to wrestle isn't even necessarily the things that I can do on the mat, but it's the faith and belief that I have off the mat. It keeps me poised, keeps me almost emotionless, to where I'm able to handle any situation. in a focused way. And then when it comes to the mat, like, I've always been difficult to score on. There's a bit of fear when it comes to my opponents because they know that if they get into any situation where they have to exert themselves more than they want to, when we get back to wrestling, that's going to be a problem for them. Matcharashvili, get ready for 6 minutes, non-stop wrestling, non-stop pressure. Looking forward to it on May 30th.
Matcharashvili made his RAF debut a memorable one, scoring the final point of the match late against Stephen Buchanan to win on criteria. Tonight, the task again becomes by any means necessary in order to become the new world champion.
Hey, Givy, can I ask you a question, please? Kyle Snyder has already beaten you twice. Why is this time different?
So, Kyle Snyder, everyone knows this guy. He's a great champion. Everyone knows him, you know. We want to show all the world who we are. We are Georgian, from Georgia, you know. Let's see who is better, you know. Why not? I'm a fighter, you know. I'm a wrestler, you know. This is my job, you know. Let's see.
Awesome. Good luck on the match.
See you.
Wishing you well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Please welcome the challenger, Matcharashvili.
Matcharashvili making his way. Just turned 29 earlier this month. In that match against Stephen Buchanan, he trailed 3-0 after 2 periods and won it 3-3 on criteria. The plot thickens tonight against Captain America, Kyle Snyder.
And his opponent, he's the real American Freestyle Light Heavyweight Champion, Kyle Snyder.
Three-time Olympian gold in 2016. The 30-year-old from Woodbine, Maryland, Kyle Snyder. He has really been the comeback kid on the RAF mats. And with the championship introductions once again, here's Mackenzie.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is scheduled for 3 periods and is for the real American Freestyle Light Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first, the challenger. Wrestling out of the red corner, representing Georgia, weighing in at 214.6 pounds, a multi-time European champion and Olympic silver medalist, Matcharashvili. And his opponent, wrestling out of the blue corner, from Woodbine, Maryland, weighing in at 214.2 pounds, a 3-time NCAA champion, a 4-time world champion, and an Olympic gold medalist. He's the real American Freestyle Light Heavyweight Champion, Kyle Snyder.
The only undefeated wrestler in NCAA history and Olympic gold medalist, Cael Sanderson, built Cael's cookie to fuel his day. 10 grams of protein, packed with fiber and omega-3s, 0 refined sugar, 0 preservatives, 0 artificial anything. Get yours at caelscookie.com.
You hear of a puncher's chance. Well, that's what Givi's got in this match. And how does that relate to wrestling terms? I'm talking about a feet to back. Catch a guy, big points, trapped arm, leg lace. Givi's going to need something big. If he tries to keep it my move versus your move, Kyle Snyder is going to overwhelm him.
They know each other. By the way,
Yes.
a couple of practice rooms, didn't necessarily find each other, but observed and 2 times in competition over the years. One thing about Snyder, from my observation, he's just bigger. Gibby does a lot of his best work at 92 kilograms, for example. Snyder's a full-sized 97 as they go for Snyder's title tonight. I think size and strength are going to play into this.
Kyle, that big win, RAF 7 over Ahmed Tsarukyan, 3-3. That was exciting. Came from behind to win it late. And then an RAF 8 against Rizabek Aitmukan. That was 12-6. He was able to break Aitmukan late.
Matcharashvili, though, had his own big win over Stephen Buchanan. And I owe Stephen an apology. I thought he was having a heart attack because he kept grabbing his chest, but it looks like the strength of Matcharashvili is what broke Stephen Buchanan's ribs, actually. Sorry about that,
He had to come back and beat the former Hawkeye after trailing 3-0 after 2 periods. We are 1-0. Snyder with the lead, scoring on the shot clock. Ankle pick attempt there from Kyle, keeping the pressure, and he's going to get the step-out point. He extends his lead down 2-0.
Gibby defended that just right. I mean, sometimes you can do everything right, but the other guy still gets you. I mean, that was one of those situations where Kyle just knew where he was, went for that second burst, shoved him out of bounds.
Mentioned Snyder beating Tsarukyan at RAF 7.
That was an
That is who
match.
Matcharashvili fell to in that Olympic final in 2024.
Good. You might notice here, Kyle Snyder is actually baiting Gibby. He wants Gibby to come try to push him out of bounds. He's almost going to pull an Al Matador. But Snyder starts to back up towards the edge. It's actually a trick. Right now, he's starting to do it again. He wants Gibby to give a big effort, and Kyle's going to turn him.
In the corner for Kyle Snyder, a couple of Olympic champions in Jake Varner and Cale Sanderson.
Just a couple.
It's nice to see Cale here, by the way.
Yes.
It's very nice to see him here. I've always wanted him and David
Shoot
Taylor
with the
to
left.
like
He
pass
doesn't
by
shoot.
each other while I'm holding a microphone. That's kind of been like a
You
goal
heard
of
me.
mine.
He shoots only right
I was
hand.
sad we didn't see
only
him at Penn
right.
State.
Control this one. Control this one. He only
It's
shoots this
interesting
one.
because
That's it.
in
You're
order
good.
to make that world team
Control
in
only right hand.
2015,
Don't forget.
Kyle Snyder had to defeat Jake Varner. Of course, went to Vegas in 2015 and won his first world title.
Getting a little busier
years
now.
old. On the edge, going to get another step out, 3-0.
Size, guys.
It's his knee.
We talked about it earlier, but the size. Snyder's just a little bigger than this man.
The knee.
Holding his left knee.
Well, it's better than a blood excuse, right? If you need some air, you need some air.
Let's take a look at that replay. Do we have a replay on that? It looks like maybe he just kind of crushed his leg.
Here's a look at that last exchange.
In on the single. Tries to switch to a double. Maybe just hyperextended it a bit.
Perhaps grabs his left knee.
Or he's just pretending to get some air. Also a possibility, guys.
Matcharashvili, though, in all of his matches that I've seen before, he's like a bull, very strong, very good chest wraps.
Looks like his left knee, awkward position right there.
Yeah, maybe like a MCL.
Wow.
And then perhaps hyperextended at the end.
Yeah, but
he's back on his feet. Great to see him back center.
Yep, the bull. Let's see if he can get a big chest wrap. Let's see if he can punch a big underhook on Kyle Snyder.
Bravery to push through that. Here we go.
Matcharashvili won bronze at the World Championships in both 2022 and 2023. Before that Olympic silver in 2024. He's down to Kyle Snyder, 3-0.
Way to pop his head out, Matcharashvili.
Kyle Snyder will wrestle Stephen Buchanan in Final X in a few weeks, looking to make another world team. The consistency of Kyle Snyder over the past decade plus.
Right.
Into those hips.
Nice hips, nice defense for Kyle Snyder.
I like to see Gibby offering that. I like to see him offering some offense.
Control the right hand. Pull that back leg
Yeah, I want to see him punch an underhook like Kyle Snyder just did. That was amazing. See if we can get another one.
Front headlock here for Snyder. As he takes Matcharashvili towards the edge, going to score on another step out.
Oh, he's limping, guys. Ouch, that sucks. first you got the mental battle of going up against Kyle Snyder again, who you've lost to in the past. And now you have the mental battle of also your knee caving in and having to limp on that and then compete like that at the highest level. Very difficult to do for Matcharashvili.
And you're down 4-0.
And the level change on top of it. That was nice.
45 ticks on the clock in period number 2 in this light heavyweight championship match.
Hey Sparks, what's the story with Hoagie Boy Hidley? What's going on? He's got the match, but he's getting married or something the same day.
He's getting married
on the same day.
And him and Mike Machiavello are great friends.
Yeah, that's right.
Great friends.
But does he get married the day of the match? Because there was something like that where he tried to reschedule. Am I close? That's a point.
I believe they rescheduled their final X match.
All right, another point here by Snyder.
5-0 as he is drifting away from Matcharashvili. I'm not sure. I would have assumed, Shale, that you got the wedding invite. You'd know the exact date. I mean, everybody should invite their...
I'm ordained. I'll flat get them married right now.
He doesn't have to miss both.
Sure. I think I got the legal right to do it by Zoom.
FaceTime call.
Oh, no. He's
Look at that. Look, he's selling it. Look at this.
Come on.
Look. I need to I'm down on my knee.
Come on. Chill, you never had an injury.
Only way you can stop him. Either way, whether it hurts or it doesn't hurt, you got to convince the crowd. I'm just saying, he's selling it.
That? He literally punched his knee like he's trying to like put a nail in the hole.
Yeah, that's not to say it doesn't. I'm just saying, for the lady in the cheap seats.
He is bleeding in shark-infested waters is what he's doing right now.
Him. Use this arm, go down the hook. Otherwise, he's not going to stop.
Third period upcoming.
You know what they need to tell him right now in the corner? They need to say, I don't care. Get it done. Quit being a baby, suck it up, and get out there and go win this match however you can. Make it ugly. Do whatever you can.
Use this arm. Go down the hook.
No, don't tell him you can handle it. Just say, go kill him.
Right. But there's no in between. There's no my knee hurts. No, do you want me to stop the match?
Meanwhile,
or do you want to come back and win the match?
Meanwhile, Kyle Snyder out there salivating in the middle of the mat, ready to go.
He's ready to roll. He is waiting.
Oh, that was less of a limp.
Yeah, this is hard because you forget which side. You forget what side you sold when you turn around.
It was less of a limp for sure.
Quick shot there off the whistle, but he get in his third period. He puts Matcharashvili at his hips, going to score 2 more to make it 7-0.
Kyle Snyder smells blood in the water.
Kyle Snyder has yet to be scored on and is about to technical fall a 3-time world medalist in an Olympic finals. How good is Kyle Snyder? You know, there's only one thing Kyle is still chasing, which is Bruce Baumgartner's all-time medal count. Anything else Kyle's trying to do, he's already done. He's trying to redo. Bruce Baumgartner's medal count is the thing that secretly drives Kyle Snyder.
And it's going to be 2 to make it 9-0, a point away from a technical superiority.
In a perfect world, Sparks, you want to know where that would culminate? Olympic Games on American soil in 28.
Against Abdul-Rashid Said.
Oh, sure. If you were trying to one-up me, you bet.
Yeah, if we could get that guy in the United States, maybe.
Against the Russian tank. A takedown away or a step out of the way, and there it is, 10-0.
Technical fall.
As Kyle Snyder retains his light heavyweight championship belt here in Arlington.
The champion. Amazing. Poor Matcharashvili, but that's
Geevy's awesome. Geevy's a complete stud, whether I was having some fun with him or not. He will definitely be back. Look, title matches, Kyle Snyder's a champion for a reason, guys.
Absolutely.
And back to Mackenzie Mitchell.
The match is over with 1 minute and 19 seconds remaining in round number 3. Your winner by technical fall and still the RAF Light Heavyweight Champion, Kyle Snyder.
Let's send it to Chael, who was with the RAF Light Heavyweight Champion, Captain America, Kyle Snyder.
Kyle
Kyle, as I think of all the things that you've achieved in wrestling, I believe the current goal still left, and I got this from John Bardis, but he said you're the only one that can run down Bruce Baumgartner's all-time medal count. Is in fact that the one thing you have left to do?
I'm not concerned about that. I just want to keep getting better, and I thank God to be able to compete. So my goal tonight was to come out here, wrestle hard, and then see what happens, and that'll continue to be my goal.
And Kyle, I noticed that your head coach, Cael Sanderson, came out. He was in your corner tonight. I know that means a lot to you. How did you like performing in front of Cael?
I always like wrestling in front of Coach Cael. He's the best coach of all time, and yeah, give him a round of applause. Greatest coach of all time, greatest wrestler of all time. So yeah, I'm thankful he's here, and Coach Jake Varner too. He's a beast. I mean, I'd have trouble wrestling these two guys in matches. So yeah, they're great coaches.
Kyle, there's not a lot of guys for the great Gable Steveson to wrestle, but he's not the only Olympic champion on the card. You also are an Olympic champion. Is bringing you two together something in the future you would be up to?
I'll wrestle anybody RAF wants me to wrestle, but there's one guy that I really want. That's Abdulrashid Saljalayev. So let's get over to Russia, wrestle him in America, doesn't matter. He's the matchup I want.
Snyder and Saljalayev is always a good idea. Ladies and gentlemen, the champion, give it up, Kyle Snyder.
Kyle Snyder impressive tonight. Technical superiority as he defends his RAF light heavyweight championship. There with Chad Bronstein and Izzy Martinez as he throws that RAF belt over his right shoulder. And he is down there with Mugzy. Coming up, Colby Covington and Chris Weidman, UFC legends. Couple of Division I All-Americans. There is Colby Chaos Covington, two-time Pac-12 champion and an All-American for the Beavers. After winning a junior college national title at Iowa Central, and the New York native Chris Weidman. He'll be going into the modern wing of the UFC Hall of Fame. He was an All-American at Hofstra. Covington and Weidman. Here in Arlington, RAF 9. It has been a fun night in Arlington. Shane Sparks, Chael Sonnen in between us. We got the Olympic champion, Kurt Angle.
I have cookies with me tonight, guys.
Cael's cookies.
That's right. These cookies are from our sponsors. They're called Cael's Cookies. I also have milk with me because I love to drink milk with cookies. And I want you guys to share these with me. So here we go.
These are great.
These are awesome.
And they now have 3 flavors. You got chocolate chip, white macadamia nut, and most recently, peanut butter. These are fantastic.
You guys want milk too? It's right here.
You got to wash it down with some milk.
I'm an adult, but thank you. You know, you finally did something for me for a change, Angle. You should feel very good about this. What a surprise. You thought of old Chael. Something new. Wow. Oh, boy. Hey, that's not bad. That's like high in protein.
Damn good,
yeah, these are good for you cookie, Sparks.
White macadamia nut is my gold. Peanut butter, the silver. I like chocolate chip, but the other ones are so good. I got that third on my list. Chris Weidman. Looking forward to watching him on the RAF stage. The former UFC middleweight champion. MMA pro record of 16-8 that covered 15 years. And he'll be inducted into the UFC Hall of Fame Modern Wing this July in Las Vegas. And there is Colby Chaos Covington, former interim UFC welterweight champion. Really good college wrestler. Colby Covington has made short work of his first 2 RAF opponents, establishing himself as perhaps the best so far to cross over from MMA to the wrestling mat here in RAF. Now he gets the man he called out in March, UFC Hall of Famer and former middleweight world champion in the UFC, Chris Weidman.
Colby Chaos Covington. making a statement at RAF. Throw anybody in there, and Colby wants a piece of it.
He's here to win. He's here to go big and dominate.
What do you want to see next?
I want Chris Weidman. Get off your couch and Long Island, pack a lunch. We're going to find out who's the real All-American.
Colby Covington. I think he might be a little bit over his head. He wrestled Luke Rockhold, who's not a great wrestler, and then he wrestled Dylan Dennis, who's not a great wrestler. I'm a tougher test than those guys, but he must think I'm dead or something, and I've had 31 surgeries, he probably thinks I can't move, but I could still wrestle a little bit.
Come on, freshman, let's go. Teach him something.
Wrestling was my life for so long, and then when I started winning and fighting, people kind of forgot, that was my first love and my first passion that I was obsessed with. I am the All-American, and he represents America really well. He always hits a flag, but I think I have a big edge on Covington. I'm relying on my wrestling instincts from 20 years ago. I think they're just gonna kick in. I got some tricky shots that I could hit. Good hand fighter, I'm good in underhooks, I'm good in the clinch position. I'm good in a lot of positions. We'll see how good Colby Covington is. Both All-American wrestlers, and both coming back to the sport that got us to where we were, to the pinnacle of the sport in the UFC. I think we always bring it in the wrestling style, so we're gonna be clashing.
Please welcome Chris, the All-American Weidman.
Chris Weidman, the United States flag, the All-American Chris Weidman. 41 years old, he'll turn 42 in just a few weeks. Weight of 200 pounds. Covington in RAF 5 back in January. Tech fall Luke Rockhold 12-0. And at RAF 7 in Tampa, Texas superiority over Dylan Dennis 14-4. The always entertaining Colby Covington. Event of the evening with the introductions. Once again, Mackenzie Mitchell.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your first main event of the evening. This match is scheduled for 3 periods in the Real American Freestyle Catchweight division. Introducing first, wrestling out of the red corner, from Baldwin, New York, weighing in at 199 pounds, a 2-time Division I All-American, a former UFC middleweight champion, and a 2026 UFC Hall of Fame inductee, Chris, the All-American and his opponent, wrestling out of the blue corner, from Miami, Florida, weighing in at 193.4 pounds, a Division I NCAA All-American, a former UFC interim welterweight champion, Colby Covington.
What's up, Joe? Good to see you.
First of our 2 main events, Weidman and Covington. What are you looking forward to here, Kurt?
Well, they're both incredible wrestlers, both All-Americans, both had huge success in UFC, so this could go either way, I believe.
Weidman's highest finish, 5th. Covington's highest finish, 5th. Weidman had his final match when Colby Covington was a red shirt. So these guys just kind of missed each other in the UFC.
And Weidman draws first blood. He leads it 2-0. Can he capitalize and turn Covington with a gut wrench? He loads up his hips.
Good. Colby's going to need a little better defense than that. If he keeps a hold of that ankle, he'll be fine for this position. Just keep that foot stalemated, and they did. Back to their feet.
Weidman, a two-time All-American at Nassau Community College. Then he went to Hofstra, two-time All-American. Sixth in 2006, third in 2007. As an 11th seed, that was your Josh Glenn from American. Won the weight class. Hard snap there from Covington. 50 seconds have passed in this first period. Cliff Ramos, our official in this main event.
Hey, you first here. Come on, let's go.
Covington, the second most takedowns in the welterweight division with 70. George St. Pierre with 87.
Actually, he's third. George St. Pierre is second. Dvalishvili's first.
At welterweight.
At welterweight,
yes.
Okay.
Yep, welterweight, yep.
Hey, come on.
Weidman noticeably bigger from where I'm sitting. Just looked a little bit longer, a little bit taller. That can be very helpful in a number of positions. Just by example, a push out. But speed does go to the smaller guy. Kurt Angle made a living off of being smaller than people. So speed very much can play into it, but you can't just go out there and hang like Colby's doing. You got to snap, you got to clear, you got to look for your angles. He hasn't quite started that.
Keep a lot of movement. Keep the pressure on him. Keep moving. Keep sticking and moving. Yes.
30 seconds left in this opening period. Here's Covington on a shot.
I just suggest for you, the more he shoots, the more angles that Colby takes, that's where you're going to see that speed become an advantage as opposed to Weidman's side being a disadvantage.
Short time, we're down to 15 seconds. Good defense here from Weidman.
Pretty impressive scramble.
Yeah, interesting defense.
There you go. Oh.
They have to score that.
Exposes back.
That's going to be 2 for Colby. Colby needs to be careful the way he sits. He could go another 2 there if the ref wanted.
He's caught him. Oh.
Scoreboard reads 4-0. You can tell Covington a little bit confused by the score.
I don't think that's going to hold. I don't believe that's what the referee... Oh.
Again, let's bring in Ben Astor. What did you see there in that first period, Ben?
Well, I think people are underestimating Chris Weidman. I think the score's going to be 3-2. I think Chris is going to get the shot clock point, and then Colby will get the exposure. Sorry, Tim. Chris has some great skills and is a great wrestler. I know he's been off the mat for a long time, but you saw that first slap, but it was really, really tremendous. So we'll see if he can keep it up.
Ben Funky Askren joining us.
Guys, if I could jump in here.
Wisconsin, yes, Jill.
I don't believe the scoreboard is reflective of what the referee said. I believe the referee scored this differently, but the referee's not currently arguing this. The referee has to take this up with the scoreboard, and not only is he not, we've now got another mystery point that just appeared.
Exactly. Now it says 5-0, and now the challenge brick comes in from the corner of Covington.
But I want to make my point clear. I'm not suggesting for you the ref called it wrong. I believe he called it right, and the scoreboard saw it wrong. I don't think he ever called 5-0. It should be 3-2.
3-2, yes.
That other point shield would be the shot clock point.
That's right. That final exchange, though, how are you going to score that? Chris was the only one to expose. I don't think there's any controversy on that, but that's also, I believe, what the referee called. I believe it was just the score table that saw it wrong.
So there you see it's scored 2-2. It was 2 red, 2 blue. That's how it was scored on the mat.
I'm not so sure Colby Covington didn't even expose his back.
Yeah, I fully agree with that. I'm not quite sure how you would get 2-2. There was no way to argue that Weidman was the offensive man at any point in that exchange, aside from the fact that I don't know if Colby exposed.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
They continue to review the sequence. Get a look at Chris Weidman. RAF 9 here in Arlington. RAF 10 will be in St. Louis. We hope to see you there. Khamzat Chimaev will make his RAF debut. Here's another look at that last sequence.
Yeah, Colby did not expose his back.
No, not in this one.
But he got Chris Weidman on his back.
When Colby returned.
Right back there again, there should be another 2.
That's right, and that was not Weidman's
that should be 2.
To make him turn.
Yeah.
So now the scoreboard reads 4-2.
Well, we're getting closer.
Weidman's still in the lead, though.
I mean, when we went into timeout, it was 4-0, then became 5-0. So 4-2 is a lot better.
It is better. I can't argue with that.
Let's go back to Ben Askren.
Hey guys, the way I see this scenario, I don't know how Chris got another point because he got the shot clock point. He clearly exposes his back, which Colby gets 2 for, but he never reestablishes his safe position, so Colby can only get 2. I don't know how Chris got the 4th point. I would love for the referees to explain that one. Usually you get a 1-point reversal, but Chris never got on top.
Exactly. He did not get on top. Good point, Ben. Score reached 4-2. I'm with you. The 4 points for Weidman. I'm a little bit confused by that as well. But as you said, Shale, it's closer. There's still a lot of time to go in this match. If you're Covington, just get back to wrestling.
Yeah, look, Colby's only shot once in this match, and by the way, he scored. What does that tell us? He needs to shoot a little bit more often. I like the way he's moving. I think Chris is slowing down, but Colby's got to eventually break off the head and get to those legs.
He did it right there. He definitely needs a commit.
Drops
if he wants to score a takedown, he needs a commit.
Single leg.
Oh, nice.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, let's go.
That'll even it up. 4-4 favor Covington.
Covington scoring the last point. Leads on criteria 4-4.
Hey, come on, work here.
It looks like Weidman's getting tired.
Fatigue is real.
Covington, big time gas tank. Covington, watched an interview with him. His wish list, George St. Pierre, believe Kamaru Usman might have been on that list as well. I'd love to see that.
And there's
any combination of those guys.
That's right, and there's something going on between Colby and Armin. I mean, you'll notice that Armin called him out earlier tonight. Like, it seems that those guys just can't quite get through a press conference or an event without finding each other at some point. Possibly some foreshadowing.
A lot of great talent here in Real American Freestyle. Exciting matchups every card. 4-4 down to 25 seconds in this second period, the first of our 2 main events.
The later this match goes, the more chance Colby has of scoring, because Colby's one of the hardest workers I've ever known. This guy trains his butt off every single day.
And just to break down the math once again, Colby has shot twice, he scored twice.
Twice, yes.
So why not shoot a 3rd time here?
I guess he's picking his moment.
Sometimes it's hard to believe in yourself in the moment. Sometimes it's hard to be aware of the success you're having.
Great job controlling center.
He's done it twice.
Looking for his 3rd RAF win, Colby Covington.
You guys realize we're about 10 minutes away from the return of Gable Steveson? Who thought we'd be able to say that?
What he's holding on
Not
there.
in a million years.
Just pressure. He's got pressure, make him step out. You got to go pressure, try to make him step out, or go stuff.
And that is, I believe, Weidman's son giving him some instructions. That's going to be super cool with Frankie Edgar, Chris Weidman, getting to wrestle in front of your kids, having them in your corner, getting to experience RAF with your kids.
Yeah, you know what? I talked to Frank Edgar about it today, and he said, man, this is like an opportunity of a lifetime to be able to compete in front of my kids, and my kids watch me wrestle. This is what I dreamed about.
And the other end of the spectrum is Colby's corner, which is his father. So yeah, very cool, right, where one generation looks out for the next. Got to move here. Weidman, very good in front headlocks. He's very good from snap downs. Sometimes, Kurt, we call that old man wrestle, where you're snapping more than you're shooting, but you get on top. Good position there for Weidman.
But great for Covington to get back to his feet. They're going to put Weidman on the clock. Yes, they are, so he's got 30 seconds. Anybody's match here at 1:20 remaining in the 3rd.
Score still tied 4-4.
Covington scoring last point. He leads on criteria.
I feel pressure's on Colby's side right now. I kind of feel like Colby, it's not a massive difference in pushing the pace, but I do feel that Colby's feeling a little bit better maybe than Chris here. Colby's leading some of these exchanges a little bit more.
I don't feel that Chris Weidman knows the rules. I don't think he knows the last one that scores in a tie is the winner of the match.
Doesn't score.
He's not being rushed to do anything right now.
So now it's 5-4, but now if Weidman can even get a step out, he'll win the match. So that was not a real costly. He's got to score regardless.
I think he's just tired.
We got 30 seconds.
30 seconds can feel like an hour. But he's got to go if he wants the W. Weidman, can he pull something out late and sneak out a W? Down to 20 seconds.
Colby's keeping good positioning right now.
Stayed right on that RAF logo, center of the mats. Shot from Weidman and kicking away Covington.
All right, we're seeing effort here. We're seeing effort from the All-American. I like it.
Last attempt from Weidman, but time will run out. And it is Colby Chaos Covington with the victory tonight.
Well, we knew that was going to be a close match, and it was.
5-4, the final score. Mackenzie Mitchell, take it away.
After 3 periods and a final score of 5-4, your winner, Colby Chaos Covington.
And here is Shale as he awaits Colby Chaos Covington, having some fun with the crowd, getting people up out of their seats. Big smile on his face.
Colby, as you make your way over, allow me to get right to the point. The show started with a young man named Arman Tsarukyan, who I was in a situation like this with, and I said, who would you like to see next? Did you hear? Because he said Colby Covington.
Arman, you're a spoiled little brat. You've been talking the talk. Let's see if you can walk the walk. Gas up your daddy's jet, bring that little Jezebel Nina drama, and I'll see you in Milwaukee on July 18th. No more excuses. It's time to run it. America, God bless everybody. Have a good night.
Well, this just got a little bit easier from my perspective. I suppose we don't have to guess what Arman thinks. Why don't we just ask him?
Colby, today you look so bad. Please, when we're gonna wrestle, be ready, because I don't want to have easy money. I want to be legit wrestle with you.
All right, our CEO and matchmaker are here. Is this on? What is the date for this? You just said it. When did you say?
July 18th, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
July 18th, Milwaukee, Arman Tsarukyan versus Colby Covington.
They have been on a collision course, and those two freight trains will collide in Milwaukee in July.
Ladies and gentlemen, you never know what's going to happen at Real American Freestyle. The match is made.
Our second main event. Alexandr Romanov, 35 years old, King Kong. Over 20 professional victories inside the cage, 22-4. 2016 University World Bronze. Alexandr Romanov. In RAF 2 fell to Mason Paris, and it is the return of Gable Steveson, Olympic champion in Tokyo, 2-time national champion for the Gophers, 4 Big Ten titles on the resume of the former Golden Gopher. Gable Steveson is a legendary name in NCAA wrestling. 5-time All-American and 2-time Dan Hodge Trophy Award winner, a collegiate record of 103-3. Tonight, he arrives to Real American Freestyle, where he should find no easy path in former UFC heavyweight Alexandr Romanov.
Gable Steveson is always a wrestler at heart, and I think that's why I chose to be a part of RAF.
The monster has arrived in Real American Freestyle, Gable Steveson.
I come to take over, and if Romanov wants to step in that path, I applaud him.
It makes me work harder, because you know that in front of you will be one of the toughest wrestlers in the world, and you will compete in his rules.
Romanov has a really big body. He's a pressure wrestler that wants to go out there and be physical and hand fight. That makes him dangerous in a lot of spots, but we'll come ready for that.
For preparation to fight a Gable, I train 11 times a week. I think one of the biggest opportunities to stop him is to clinch him, to not give him space just because he's super explosive.
My game as a heavyweight is fast, technical, can do everything that a lightweight can do, but it's in a bigger body.
The world thinks that I'm an underdog, but I don't care. When I compete in wrestling, I always represent my country, Republic of Moldova, and if he will look in my eyes, he will see that I'm confident.
A lot of times when I show back up, people are just glued to the TV. When Gable Steveson walks in that door, the energy will change.
Gable Steveson highlights our second main event to put a cap on RAF 9 here in Arlington.
Please welcome Alexandr Romanov.
King Kong, Alexandr Romanov.
And his opponent, Gable Steveson.
He is back, making his RAF debut. He will turn 26 tomorrow. Gable Steveson. With main event introductions, back up to McKenzie.
Ladies and gentlemen, our final main event is set for 3 periods in the Real American Freestyle Unlimited Heavyweight Division. Introducing first, wrestling out of the red corner, representing the Republic of Moldova, weighing in at 274.6 pounds. A 2-time European grappling medalist, a 2-time world grappling gold medalist, a PFL tournament finalist, and a UFC veteran, Alexandr King Kong Romanov. And his opponent, wrestling out of the blue corner from Apple Valley, Minnesota, weighing in at 246.2 pounds, a 2-time NCAA champion, a 2-time Dan Hodge Trophy winner, and an Olympic gold medalist, Gable Steveson.
We got some great ones in the house tonight. John Jones here to support his friend Gable Steveson. Tonight's main event is brought to you by Spartans.com, the official online gaming partner of Real American Freestyle. Scan now or go to Spartans.com to play. Kurt, you're an Olympic champion. What impresses you most? What are you most excited about watching Gable Steveson?
What impresses me most about Gable is he's only 26 years old. This guy's been around forever. He's gone to the NFL. He's gone to WWE. He's gone to college wrestling. Now he's in RAF. Like, this guy has done so many things in such a short lifetime. It's incredible.
Turns 26 tomorrow, and he's behind Romanov. Believe he's got a trap on. This is trouble.
That's a big short man.
Just like that, 4-0, 30 seconds in. Great transition from Steveson. He'll make his UFC debut, UFC 329, July 11th in Las Vegas.
Yeah, interesting. Do you think he's a fighter that wrestlers or a wrestler that fights? Because that's a philosophical question that he'd have to answer, but I wonder who he favors currently.
You know what, that's a good question.
Yeah, it is interesting, kind of like how you're going to look at it. That's a push out.
I think he's a wrestler.
I would agree with you. When you have the skill set that he has, you are a wrestler.
And Kurt, did you hear him at the press conference yesterday? He was talking about the Olympic Games. He was talking about returning. He was talking about getting even with Wyatt.
Yep, and he wants to get even with Wyatt. Definitely.
Wyatt Hendrickson, the current RAF heavyweight champion.
Yes. Wyatt beat him at the NCAA finals 2 years ago.
Yes, he did.
Biggest upset in NCAA history?
NCAA history, biggest upset. Maybe Dan Gable when he lost in 1972. But he's up there.
Inside of a minute. Crooked 5 spot on the board for Gable Steveson.
Two Gables got upset.
Yeah, that's right. Look at that for a big man. A big man goes down to the ankle. Impressive. John Jones in the corner of Gable. I think that's fun. I think that's for some inspiration, but also marketing. I would like to note that Gable's longtime coach, Brandon Eggum, is also in the corner. So that corner's not all about fun. There's some business side to it as well.
He's got Brandon Eggum, head coach at Minnesota, John Jones, and Trevor Brandvold, longtime assistant coach with the Gophers, who has since moved on. Yes, he does.
Yes.
Trevor Brandvold was a two-time Big Ten champion, two-time All-American for Barry Davis at Wisconsin. Short time inside of 15 seconds.
I think he might have dislocated his shoulder.
You know, I talked to the big guy on my way in, Kurt. I grabbed this guy. I'd never met Romanov before. I said, I wished him luck and introduced myself. And I said, hey, can you beat this guy? And he laughed and said, yeah. And I said, no, but really, do you think you can beat this guy? Do you believe that you can go out there? And he said, yes. He said, we actually have a game plan, but I've got to weather the storm in the first round. And so far, I don't think he's weathering that. He was right. Gable comes out hard. He brought a storm. Gable's kind of gone ahead. They had that arm there. What do you think? Was that a hyperextension?
Chill, I would say this, based on your comments, it reminds me of Mike Tyson. Everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the face. Everybody's got a plan until you feel Gable Steveson. This is a guy, hey, to make a WWE reference, remember back in the day it would be the guys from Parts Unknown? Yeah. Gable Steveson is from Parts Unknown.
You have to commend this guy for even getting on the mat with Gable Steveson.
That takes some marbles.
Yeah, definitely.
What about Gable being the main event, though? I mean, I really do think that's a big deal. I've never been part of a sporting event, not just Real American Freestyle, with the resumes up tonight. World champions, Olympic champions, Hall of Famers, and Gable goes on last.
I take a line from the great Reggie Jackson when he once said when he played for the Yankees, I am the straw that stirs the drink. Gable Steveson is that guy. He's the guy that stirs the drink. He's the biggest superstar.
The locker room didn't argue with that. The locker room full of egos. Armand Tsarukyan, Colby Covington, these guys got big egos. Marab, Dvalishvili, right? Dana White's #1 contender. They all stood back. They said, Gable, come on through.
Real recognizes real.
Apparently. But I think it also foreshadows a little bit how Real American Freestyle views this young man.
Adding superstars weekly, Real American Freestyle.
Stalling red.
Steveson heavy with his hands, picking up the pace, taking territory, moving forward.
He's definitely hanging on his neck, trying to wear him down, get him tired.
Just so powerful.
Your attack, pressure,
and fluid.
And some poor guy is going to be locked in a cage with this man. A month from now, they're going to lock a door and ask a guy, are you ready? He should say no. He should say, I don't think so. Can you get me out of this?
I know. His athleticism is unreal. I mean, he's 246 pounds. He moves like he's 150 pounds.
I have found myself at times in calling his matches over the years, I just start laughing. It's humorous. It's funny to watch what he's able to do.
All right, give me a prediction. Does he hit a backflip tonight?
I was thinking that before. I'm going to say absolutely yes.
Think so.
I'm going to say he's going to look for the crowd to get up and support him, get on their feet. If they make enough noise, he'll do the backflip.
This match is over.
Yeah. This one is over.
And I think the opponent wanted it over. Fair play. Fair play by both. Gable is back.
Gable Steveson, technical superiority. Welcome, Gable Steveson, to Real American Freestyle. Let's send it back to
The match is
McKenzie.
over with 53 seconds remaining in round number 2. Your winners by technical fall, Gable Steveson.
Shale is with Gable Steveson.
Oh my goodness, Gable Steveson, look at this. I'm trapped between goats. I got Big John Jones, and you just made your debut. What a debut it was. Gable, how are you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling blessed. I'm feeling amazing. My heart rate was at a great level. You questioned if I could still wrestle. You think Gable can't wrestle? He's always going to be able to be Gable. Wherever the time, whenever the time, and however and whoever wants it can get it.
I like how you said that. Let me ask you a question. Are you a wrestler who fights, or are you a fighter who wrestles? Because it's philosophical, it's with inside you, but which do you identify as?
I like to do both. You know, I came here to be a wrestler. I'm a wrestler full time. As I talked about, I was one of the first guys that Real American Freestyle reached out to. I'm a wrestler at heart, but I'm a fighter now.
All right, now, Gable, we would be silly to not bring the GOAT in when he's standing right here. Coach John Jones, would you mind coming over here real fast? Coach John Jones, an undefeated coach, I might add. How proud are you right now?
I have not taken any credit for Gable's wrestling. We got the University of Minnesota's head coaches are right here. Guys, I will say it is so good to be back around the wrestling community. I love you guys, and I miss you guys.
You know, John, there's been a lot of rumors about you returning. Izzy and Chad like the idea. I mean, I'm just going to get it started. I'm not putting you on the spot, but what do you think? Are you getting the feeling?
I would absolutely love to wrestle with you guys. It would be a lot of fun.
I believe him, guys. All right, Gable Steveson, hold on before you go. I know there's a lot of options, and I know it's not just about you and Wyatt, but it seems like as you go through this journey of life, your guys' names are going to keep on coming up. As you look at the roster in Real American Freestyle, as you speak with Chad and Izzy, what names are you hearing for your future?
I have 3 matches in RAF that I really care about. Romanov, thank you for the opportunity. Next, I would like Abdulaziz Sadalayev. Mina will go next. And there's a guy from Iran named Amir Hassan Zaire. He's the best heavyweight right now. We'll go through my 3rd match. If you want it, I'm here.
I love those ideas. Ladies and gentlemen, you can see him next in a cage near you, but for tonight, Real American Freestyle, Gable Steveson.
Great to see Gable Steveson back on a wrestling mat. We have missed you, Gable. Match of the night, Kurt. Merab Dvalishvili and Frankie Edgar. This was a fun scrap, and to me, it was all about that gas tank of Merab. It was,
yes, it was
high octane.
You know what I was more impressed by? These wrestlers are lightweights, and when you're a lightweight, you get into your 40s, you lose your speed. These guys were still quick on the mat. They did not lose their speed. I think it's because they're so active in UFC and they're still wrestling today. So it just blew my mind how quick they were.
Match of the night right there, Merab and Frankie.
You know, that's got to make Dana White feel proud as he's watching this, right? A couple of his boys came out here and got recognized. Old Marov is a machine. They don't call you that for nothing. How was that cookie, by the way, Kurt? Did you like the cookie?
Oh, I ate the whole thing.
I thought it was solid, yeah. And do you feel stronger? Is it? I mean, does it work that quickly?
Jacked.
Is it like Popeye in the
I
spinach?
got energy. I got strength.
Dare I say, the most decorated sporting event I've been part of, not just rap, most decorated sporting event. I don't know who, resume-wise, was the best. I'll tell you who was the worst. The most under-credentialed wrestler tonight was a one-time NCAA champion.
Wow.
The fact that he only had one title made him the low man on totem pole. Tell me a time you've ever seen that.
That's incredible.
UFC legends, Olympic champions, Dan Hodge Trophy winners. I mean, some of the greats in college
National
wrestling.
champions,
Retherford, Jason Nolf, they were victorious. I liked how Nebraska showed up tonight, a trio of Cornhuskers.
Very cool.
This was a great event, guys. We know this. RAF, it is here. It is getting better and better. It's exciting. I love what they're doing with the youth, the next gen. Earlier today, the fan zone. So many exciting things with RAF. It's only going to get better, and I can't wait till St. Louis next month, and then RAF is coming to Milwaukee. I can't wait to see that in July.
You know, did you guys catch at the end there? Gable said something very interesting. You got to kind of be a hardcore wrestling nerd, but he called out Sadulayev. He called out Sadulayev, the great, the Olympic multiple-time champion from 97 kilos. Somebody you would think you would never see, but Gable called him out, and we cannot let that.
Pull him up to heavyweight.
That's right. We can't let that be ignored, Sparks. That's got to be broken off the cliff somewhere.
He's called him out. It needs to happen.
There you see all of our winners tonight. Chael and Kurt, so much fun. We will see you guys in St. Louis. That is our next stop. It is RAF 10 in St. Louis, Missouri on June 13th. A wolf will be on the loose. Khamzat Chimaev is taking on Dylan Dennis in the main event. Arman Tsarukyan is battling Tony Ferguson in the co-main. Scan the QR code on your screen now to unlock 25% off your tickets. We will see you in just a couple of weeks in St. Louis. It has been so much fun. That is a wrap of RAF 9. Arman Tsarukyan victorious once again to kick things off tonight. He normally ends the night.
What round is it?
For Chael Sonnen, Juliana Pena, Kurt Angle, and Ben Askren, along with our producer John Norton. I am Shane Sparks saying so long from Arlington. We will see you in St. Louis.
What's a mine? I paid my dues. I dare you to walk a mile in these shoes. The beat in my soul just keeps getting louder. Give me some of that power. Give me some of that power. I wanna feel it in my blood, feel it in my veins. Show you that I can't be tamed. Give me some of that.
I'm coming to rock.